who seems kind of harmless, who's got these special control rings that are used to control all the constructs on this level. He has the Scaladar working for him, so he can create the Simulacrux, so he can make more Scaladar and use those to basically produce all of these inventions that he has in his mind, as he believes that he'll die before he can create everything that he has designed. So you're obviously not happy with the hobgoblins and the way they've slaughtered all of the sentient beings in this forest, so you took care of them. You return to Zox, all is well. He was pleased that you'd restored the fungal forest, and you rested there for the night, and you're basically ready to head out for another adventuring day. So this is the next morning, quotation marks, and you're over at the fungal forest. Scamp, you're still bright blue. That hasn't gone away, unfortunately. Other than that, everyone's feeling well. Zox told you to just drop by his fortress before you head out, because he will have that reward waiting for you. The construct that he promised you as a reward for taking care of the hobgoblins, basically. So he's still yet to give that to you. Alright, so this is maybe even later in the day. This is after you've finished that ritual, Scamp. So Chantrella started to clean up a little bit here, and there hasn't been a whole lot of communication between you and the Myconid Sovereign, because it needs to release these special spores so you're able to communicate. And it only lasts about an hour. And it can, the Myconid Sovereign can only do that a limited amount of times. So you've communicated with Chantrella once when you've come here, and now you're just kind of sitting on this log. You're all just sitting around watching Scamp enrich the land. And you've just finished that 8-hour ritual now, Scamp. And nothing happens. Chantrella ejects these spores. And they're not, no Pavel, they're not the hallucination spores that you're thinking. They're the rapport spores.
Hey man, I'm fine with that. The first trip was eye-opening, and I feel like I need a little while to recover. Can I just do it every day?
Chantrella places their hand on your shoulder, Scamp. Oh. You tried. Perhaps it is meant to be this way. The hobgoblins committed terrible crimes here. Such is the balance of nature, I guess. Things live and things die. Things return to the soil, and sometimes that is where they will rest. I'm sorry that you spent all the time trying to enrich this land. Yeah, it's not much, but at least allow me to try and cure your strange affliction. And all of a sudden, another small gaseous cloud of spores hover over you, Scamp, and your original color tone has been restored.
Am I also back to my original height?
No. I'm sorry, I can't fix that. But you're welcome to take a couple of mushrooms and use them as stilts.
No, I won't do that. That's okay. Thank you for getting rid of my blue skin. I'm sorry I couldn't do more to help. I don't know why it didn't work. To clarify, have I expended the spell slot?
Yeah. Oh, it's a ritual, isn't it? Or is it still cut? Oh no, it's not a ritual.
No.
Yeah, it used the spell slot. It did use the spell slot. Some things, my dear, are not meant for us to understand. Perhaps this is not really a forest at all. Perhaps it is just a creation of this Mad Mage that you speak of. The paradise has been lost. And all of a sudden, roots start to weave their way around the ground. Oh! Fungus starts bursting up out the ground all around you. It worked! It worked, Scamp! And Chantrell picks you up and twirls you around. Oh! You did it!
Yay!
Scamp will just look really happy. She was very concerned for a moment there. The land should be enriched for about a year. After that, it'll go back to normal, but hopefully that'll help it regrow faster.
They may only be sproutlings now, but give it time, and they will mature. And something crawls out of this little cluster of strange fungi that's sprouted here from the ground. It looks like a little mushroom with a cap that's riddled with holes like honeycomb. Mama! Mama! It crawls over like a baby to Chantrella. Oh!
We are not taking that with us.
Tryptophobia is acting up.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had the power to grow.
Oh, this is one of my sproutlings.
Plants are living.
I have animated the spores in this land. This is all part of the melding. We are becoming one. Life is springing forth. Such is our manner of reproduction.
Scamp just looks relieved. It's not hers.
Mama, mama, mama! A heap more sproutlings start to emerge, and they crawl over to the Sovereign. Oh, thank you all. It looks like there is still hope for my forest after all. Listen, there are other of my kind in this vast cavernous dungeon that you find yourselves, but they are deep below, close to the Underdark. If you can find them and seek them out, please speak of my name, Chantrella, and you will be given shelter.
Thank you. I suspect things will become more hostile as we descend, or they certainly seem to be, so having a reliable place to rest, or at least some friends, maybe, will help us greatly.
Ah, yes. Our kind would be welcome to help you, for you are pure at heart. Thank you.
And thank you for all that you have given us already. The potions will certainly come in handy. We do need to get going, though, to take care of the rest of the hobgoblins so they don't come and wreck up the stuff again. I look forward to coming back later when the fungal forest has regrown.
Of course. And if you ever find yourself in trouble, come here for shelter. And if any of your friends fall in combat, as long as they are a corpse, I'll be happy to reanimate them as one of our spore servants so they may join you for another day.
So Skip just nods.
Yeah, Roland doesn't look too... He's like, eh.
You just picture like one of your fallen friends a corpse with all these like mushrooms sprouting out of their eyes like eye stalks.
Yeah.
Tell me more. This sounds intriguing.
Roland would rather stay dead.
Sounds
Job,
scary.
man.
So this is kind of like off topic, but I know it was mentioned in, well, it's on topic, but prior to this happening, Brew had brought it up, and I like the idea in the chat, but I imagine for like that whole 8-hour ritual, Scamp was acting from a doesn't want Brew getting bored and like going and attacking things. So she gave him like a stick and a rock that she found. And she was like, okay, Brew, now this is a really important part of the ritual. You have to balance the rock on the end of the stick and hold it real still.
Alright, Brew, make a
8 hours.
Just like a kid.
make a dexterity save to see how good you are at that, Brew. You almost kind of topple the rock off of the stick multiple times, but your barbarian danger sense kicks in and you don't give up and you quickly catch the rock again. And then it almost drops off and you quickly catch it again. And before you know it, you look around, 8 hours have gone by. People like just sleeping here on this log and...
I was pretty sure I messed it up there. I'm glad they grew.
Oh no,
Good
you
job,
did
Brew.
great, Brew.
And well,
Now, about turning into a giant spore zombie? Tell me more about that.
Oh, well, if you are nothing but a corpse, I have special spores that I can inject into you. This will cause you to animate. The essence of my kind will move your body. Although they will have nothing left of their former minds, they will meld with us. And they can live another day in your company.
Hey, well, that could be an upgrade for me. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Keep an eye out for Flute. Flute.
Flute.
Yes. That is the name of my fellow sovereign. Floot.
Oh. Okay. Thought you were talking about an instrument, but okay.
And Cage, what were you saying? You're saying something before? Hello?
womp womp.
Are you there, Brad?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
I was just saying, were you saying something before?
I was just congratulating Brew on doing such a great job.
Thanks. It was pretty close there.
Yeah. You pulled it through, though.
Well, it's the power of Tempest, really.
As
I'm
you
going-
guys...
I'm going
Yeah?
really quick. I'm just going to switch out the necklace on the Pearl of Power so Roland can have the one I made for him back.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you could have done that when you took a long rest. Alright, yeah, just with your jeweler's tools, easily enough done. As you guys are starting to walk away, Pavel, you feel a nudge in the scabbard. Tiralai. Pavel,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you did know this was coming, right? There is a forest here. I cannot adventure any deeper with you. I must return to Mithdrana. Undermountain was never my place to be.
I know it wasn't. And I know it's gonna come someday. I just didn't realize it'd be this soon, I guess. And also the thing, the thing about it is like, I appreciate all the help you've given us in some way or another. So, if you guys say goodbye, I understand.
It is time. Please. Use my charges. I will transport via plants. I know that only you can hear me. So tell everyone that I said goodbye. I could say it myself, but, well, I don't want to startle anyone. It's best they hear it from you. I don't want to be the only sentient magic item. The gods will start complaining.
You can all hear the gargles, right? The gargles are out loud.
Take me as well. Please hurry,
No.
Pavel. Cast a spell. Quick.
Okay, first of all, you guys, Tyreli's leaving. And, well, she can see, damn it. Fuck. I want to give, like, the subtlest way if I can. I roll, but, like, very, very tiny. I don't know if everyone can pick it up, but, like, yeah. Just, walk over to this big tree, touch it, and, cast Transport by Plants.
Alright, when that happens, you just basically plunge the blade of the sword. It needs to be one of these fungal
Bigger
growths.
ones?
Yeah, otherwise it won't work. The stomp is just
Throw it
burnt to the ground.
Throw it in a mushroom.
Oh!
bush.
Got it.
And I basically like stab the emerald blade into the fungus and all these tiny little cilia, these little pseudopods. It's like veins or roots. They encase the blade, and just like that, Turlai is gone.
We never got that amethyst back, did we?
Nope.
Oh, we got rid of that bitch, thank goodness.
My thing is, am I still attuned to her?
Nope, you're too far away to be attuned now.
And is she by any chance another plane of dimension?
According to the spell, it can't teleport someone to... I mean, you know, the sword went to Mithdrana, which is like a forest about 1,000 miles northeast of
Yeah, it's
Waterdeep.
just a long ways away.
Technically speaking, I don't know if she... yeah, I can. I can literally summon her right now back to my hand. Because I did weapon bond with her. So...
Technically correct. Weapon bond works as long as it's on the same plane of existence.
Is that what you're gonna do?
yeah. No,
don't do
maybe some other day in my life as a joke, but
Psych!
not for a while.
Welcome back.
Do you feel like Tiralai wouldn't appreciate that, and there would be a lot of conflict between you and the sword if that had happened? You'd basically
Maybe
be having
later on
to
that-
struggle to keep the sword every single day.
I didn't want to keep it. Just, well, we'll see. Maybe as
It's a joke.
a hurtful joke, I guess.
Summon her back. Okay, let's take the gems out.
Basically,
Hold her
maybe
down, pin
I'll
her.
do it.
Maybe bribe her if we like really needed her and we had a really sweet gem.
You guys get an additional 500 XP for helping Tiralai out to get back to their home.
Oh wow, that was a long time coming on the 500 XP. How many sessions ago did Pavel get Turalai? It was
Level 5.
oh man,
6. Some.
it's crazy.
It's been super handy.
It's pretty cool, and I agree. Ren, you're right. I'm kind of glad she's out of my head.
So as a heads up, as we're headed down to level 14, there is supposedly a lady named Octuria on level 14 who specializes in transmutation magic and is said to be a
Oh, that's not good.
Prita Kripa gave us a mission
Oh,
to that.
So Octoria Doom, everyone make a if you are a spellcaster, arcane in nature, make an Arcana check for when you hear that name, Arctoria Doom.
If I'm proficient in Arcana, although I'm
Yeah, if
still
you're
a
proficient.
religious-
Yeah, if you're proficient as well, you've actively studied magic, arcane arts.
Ooh, damn.
Apparently,
Oh, Roland.
you skipped that day when you learned about this, Darius.
Roland reads books and stories. That's a shtick.
Yeah,
You're a lore gatherer.
for you, Darius, the word doom means something, but you can't quite. It's like on the tip of your tongue. But Roland knows that doom means a lich's lair.
Shit. The whole place
Oh.
is Lich's lair. That's not good at all.
Oh.
It's an archaic term for a lord's domain, and usually that's associated with a lich's lair.
Are you telling me that the entire next level is something to be of a lich's home?
Well, if the name is to be believed, I would say yes, that is possible. Also, probably crawling with hobgoblins. So, yeah.
Well then, it's going to be a good day for a hunt, isn't it?
I suppose we should go by and see Zox before we do anything else.
At least
still have
the
to get-
horse is back, right?
Alright, I'll move you guys over to Zox's. You head over to his grand fortress of scrap. And you're just currently at the entrance where the door is closest to his workshop, where he never seems to even leave. Like, he literally has his shield guardian feeding him while he's working. And the door's closed. You know, it's sometimes hard to get his attention.
Alright. Yeah, I guess we just have to wait for, we'll check the loiter again.
Roland, you could always just start playing a tune and hope he hears it at some point.
I always play a tune when I loiter. I will do so.
Okay.
Ooh.
You start playing a tune while you loiter. You play the loiter song. And a short while later, the door opens. And Zox just cries out, "Oh, please, 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 I'll pay you to leave! Oh, that song is just... It's distracting me, because it's so beautiful!
Oh.
There's your reward! Badgy Wadgy! Give it to them!" Badgy Wadgy comes and just walks down this slope of scrap metal with something in its mouth. And it comes straight up to you, Roland. And it has a box. It looks like a jewelry box.
Oh.
Or a music box.
Thank you, Badgy. I'll take it out of his mouth and pet him.
It's made of brass. It's a tiny object. And there you go. It's just a tiny little music box. When you open it, it plays that same tinny music that you heard in Zox's lair. And if you drop it on the ground, which Badgy
broken.
make a dexterity save, because Badgy Wadgy almost drops it on the ground.
Okay. Oh, don't want to drop this.
You managed to catch it. It's very delicate, very fragile, and there you go. As we agreed, there is your construct, Badgy Wadgy. It's dinner time. Rex is going to feed you now.
Where's the way down to the next level, Zox?
Oh!
I think we agreed upon that as well.
You do realize these words I'm speaking to you is detracting me from my work?
All the more reason to get rid of us quickly. Please tell us the way.
You're quite right. Follow the tube down. The tube! You know, the one that the great bollworm makes. Follow it.
Down.
Yes, 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 yes.
South?
The door closes.
Well, That
I guess
was
should have expected that.
anticlimactic.
I wonder if he made the other music box I found.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. Well, no sense in standing around anymore and loitering anymore, I guess.
Should we just
Maybe.
follow the tunnel?
Maybe not the construct you were hoping to get as a reward.
No, not
Maybe
really.
it's one of those. You know, it's larger once it's fully
I
open. You know,
I fully doubt that.
oh, not sure.
Yeah, you feel like you could literally just shake this thing and it's gonna break.
It's gonna break. Yeah.
It is like very dodgily made. Like you just put it together like pretty much while you're loitering here. You're just throwing some bits together.
Oh, no,
bet-
he didn't make mine. Mine's much better made.
I bet that thing will save our life one day.
I feel like if he put effort into it, he could make extraordinary things like this simulacrux. As you head down into this area, it's the smithy. It's an enormous cavern. You see intense heat churning within forges, creating a red glow in the area around, and smoke billowing from the forges as well. You guys don't want to go that way?
Oh, I didn't know. Is there a way out past that, or?
You're not sure.
We didn't go that way.
I guess we've never been down there, so.
It looks like there are some tunnels leading off to the east here, and there's an enormous 20-foot high pile of scrap metal dominating the center of the cavern. And
Watch out for lava, babies! No.
Cage, you step way too close to the scrap metal, and you hear a chuckle. Make a dexterity check. A lava child attempts to snatch you.
Dexterity check, not a save.
Yeah, check. Just
I'm
to
not
see,
going in to rescue the new guy.
to see how quickly you react.
Yeah, I'm looking on Dex and it's not doing anything here.
Let me see what's going on.
Pick the word.
Let me try it.
There we go. Oh,
It
that was a
seems,
save there.
seems to be
There we go.
working. I was just testing it, but you roll yourself for a dexterity check. It's it should work. It'll hover over the word dexterity and you'll see it turn red on the very left-hand corner of your character sheet, and then it should work.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to.
Alright, roll a 1d20 and add a +1.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The lava child beats you. Alright, it's gonna yeah, that was, I'm gonna roll initiative. That was your initiative roll. And you'll be on 9 and it will be on 12. Let me just organize the initiative. Alright, so you hear this chuckling of the lava child, and you see this clowny looking face emerge straight through the scrap metal, and you hear the chuckling of many more. Got one! And yeah, it's about to grab you, Cage, so Brew, you're up first.
I'd like to ready an action that if this lava child grabs Cage, then I would like to grab the lava child.
Okay.
Grapple.
Pavel.
Okay. Hold up. Where is it? Messy step. I'm going to grab Cage if I can. Will you resist, Cage? Or we have to roll
No.
athletics? Okay. I'm gonna grab him
Well, I have to
and then
subdue
pull
you.
him back.
Okay, you can
Huh?
grapple him and your movement speed will be halved while you're holding him.
So I'm at 10. No, I'm at 20 now. So half of that is 10. So I'm only 10 feet back. So you're right here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine too.
Okay.
And my turn.
You're letting go of him? Just
After
move-
that, yeah, I'll let go of Cage after that.
Okay. Ren.
Since I forgot to say it before now, I'm gonna go invisible.
Okay. Any movement or bonus action?
Just move over there. We were told to not fight the lava children, so I'm not going to fight the lava children.
Yeah, I forgot all about the piles in the lava child.
It's all good, bro.
Any ending your turn there, Ren? Darius.
Sorry, I forgot to hit that.
I will move to here, and ready an attack with the vicious whip if it decides to move towards Cage.
Okay. Rolling.
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action power chord for everybody that I can see. And after I do that, I will say, please step away from the big pile of metal. Maintain a respectable distance at all times.
6 feet apart.
Treat the metal as though it's a person. Social distance.
It's too late now. We're gonna rip your arms off. Maybe your legs. You've crossed the line. Elf.
I mean, if he's gonna force a fight, I mean, there's nothing I can do about that, but, I'm going to... I'm gonna hold a vicious mockery for the lava child if it decides to continue on its fruitless endeavors.
Okay. Alright, it just runs at Brew, tries to claw him.
Yeah.
Tilts its head a little bit from the psychic energy, and it, what are you wearing? You're like usually unarmed, but you have a shield, right, Brew?
No, and not lately. Usually, because I have Sun Death in my hand.
Oh,
actually.
but you're unarmored, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Pretty much. Neck
Sure.
britches.
Alright.
Got some britches on.
It claws at you, Brew.
You are not naked. I guarantee you that.
It slashes at you with a claw for 8 damage. And it's quite vicious.
Doesn't have disadvantage from the vicious mockery?
Oh yes, the vicious mockery affected it. So that is a miss. 15. Its next attack claws at you. It hits you for 9 slashing damage. And as it jumps at you from the metal and tries to rip its claws into you, it actually tries to take a bite out of you. Give me a chunk of those sweet chops. It tries to bite you, and
brave.
you have to like kick it back. Ugh! He's meaty! Get him! And you can hear other lava children start to move towards you from the metal, but none of them have arrived yet. Scamp.
The Scamp will kind of sigh. Why couldn't you just go back in your scrap pile? And then she's gonna frostbite the lava baby.
Oh, we're hungry. And we love the taste of freshly torn limbs from limbs. Alright, the
That's a really nice roll.
other child starts to shudder. Oh, that's cold! One of his hands freezes over slightly.
I'm just gonna move out of vision of the fortress over there.
Cage.
I'm gonna move here. Take one over. And then I'm gonna try something that's probably not gonna work, but I'll firebolt this guy.
It's a direct hit. And as you suspected, the fire has no effect on the lava child at all.
Figured as much. That's all I got.
Alright, at the start of this round, the Azers, they stop what they're doing. And
Oh no.
they move in closer and cross their arms. And just, they seem to enjoy the entertainment. Ah! 8 more lava children just burst out of this pile of scrap metal, hungry and feverish.
Of course.
Limbs! It's not rushing
Whoa.
everyone.
Could I use my ready action to hit one of them?
Yeah, this one comes into your range, Dario, so you can try and crack the whip. The whip would not be made of metal, so it's going to affect them. It just misses. Barely. This lava child runs at you, Ren, and your armor is studded leather, Ren? Is that right?
Yeah, studded leather.
Okay. It attacks you at disadvantage. It misses. It tries to claw you again. And it misses. And it tries to take a bite out of you. And that misses. Pavel.
Damn.
Did I get jumped in the turn order?
Did you?
I think
Yeah, I think you did.
I think so somehow when those
Yeah,
when the
when
ad came in.
Okay, it's your turn now, bro. I don't know why it skipped over you.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and rage.
Okay.
Babies pissed me off.
So you want to fight? Meet the power of Tempest, and I'll swing recklessly at the one in front.
That's a hit. And the weapon goes straight through it. As if it doesn't exist. The radiant energy burns a little bit. But other than that, your weapon passes through it as if it doesn't exist.
Well,
Alright.
guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I'm useless.
These things seem
Most weapon
to
users are useless.
ignore metal like it doesn't exist. They move straight through the scrap iron.
I'll take out my good old belaying pin, holding Sundeath in my left hand, and draw out a belaying pin and try to whack.
That hits. Alright, you smack it with a belaying pin, and that hits it hard. Ugh, it's looking bloody. You smack it over the face. It keeps on smiling. Every lava child is identical as well. You couldn't tell one from the other. They all got that same smile burnt onto their faces.
How do you tell each other apart?
We do. You're after our eggs, aren't you? You're not going to get them. And this lava child already went. So it's Pavel's turn.
So having seen Brew's weapon literally pass through the lava child, you know, how does this work? Yeah, okay, cool. An idea in Pavel's head comes up. You know, like a little snap of a lightning bolt. Not lightning bolt. God damn it, I already spoiled it. Shit. Well, the point is what I'm trying to say is, Pavel, you know, he doesn't have any weapons on him. He actually takes out his arcane focus of, let's go with Crystal Githyanki Eye. He goes to touch his left shoulder blade, where he, well, I don't know if, yeah, he hasn't showed you guys it yet, I guess, and you wouldn't know, over his plate mail, where the bronze scaled, bronze dragon scale type 2 that he has right there, and as he launches his hand forward, electricity comes out with a lightning bolt.
Alright, you line up 4 of these lava child, and it shoots 120 feet, and it hits the forge.
Oh no.
You done? What have you done?
Oh god! No, wait, I didn't! Fuck!
Alright, all the lava child, oh! They get zapped by the lightning. Not a single one of them managed to dive out of the way quick enough to avoid the full brunt. As that line of electricity cuts through them, the bolt continues and slams into this forge, and it actually does damage to the forge. It rips off a big chunk of rubble, and the Azer like yells over to you, "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" But he yells that in, like, he yells at you. He speaks in primordial, so you probably don't understand it, but I mean, he's yelling at you. You can understand that he's pissed off from that happening. It doesn't destroy the forge, but it breaks apart of some of it, and you think that the Azer's not gonna like that.
I look at him and I just say, "Oh my god, well, he probably doesn't understand me, but I still say it, like, I'm so sorry!" And Pavel's face is one of, probably like, shit! You know, like when you, yeah, well, you know, unintended consequences and stuff. Leg.
None of them, like, he doesn't look like he's gonna fight you over it, but he doesn't like it.
Still feel bad. You know, I mean, I didn't mean for that to happen. I didn't know it would be that long. I mean, I did, but I guess, you know, I didn't look at it.
The lava child attacks you, Pavel, and your armor doesn't really mean a whole lot to these guys. So he has advantage on you. His claws will go straight through your plate mail like it doesn't exist. He slashes you for 7 damage. Come on! And he slashes you for 6 damage. Let's go! Let's go into my home. You can come over and we'll play and we'll have a sleepover and then we'll have you for dinner. And he tries to bite your arm, but he misses.
Oh, thank God.
This one runs at Roland. And hurdles through the air.
Look appetite.
I'm going to presume you don't have any metal armor.
No.
He hits you for 7 slashing damage with the claw. Stringy, but the others have already been claimed. He slashes you for 9 more damage. And then he bites you for another 11. You taste kinda clean. This lava child is going to run at Cage, provoking from Brew. That hits.
Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I did have my reaction back.
Yeah, you had it back. Alright, you smack the lava child with the belaying pin and he just kind of stumbles forward. And he's going to attempt to grapple Cage. Cage, make me an athletics or an acrobatics check, your choice. they're fairly stocky, these lava children, and they're strong. He grabs you.
Ooh.
And yeah, he's got a strong grip. You're grappled. So your movement speed is 0. He ends his turn there. Ren.
Okay.
Too bad you don't have a sling.
Do you have a belaying pin, Ren?
No, I do not have a belaying pin.
I'll throw you one.
I have a quarterstaff.
Rolling pin?
Should I have a belaying pin?
Some sort of pin? It appears metal is not going to help you go out in this fight.
I have a quarterstaff. If you can use quarterstaff.
I can, but it's of no real help to me. I can't use my sneak attack with it. Would my crossbow bolts work?
No.
Their shafts are wood.
What about the magic dagger?
It's the head of the arrow or bolt that does the damage.
Is
Made of
your
metal.
crazy dagger made out of metal?
My crazy dagger.
It
The
is.
one that gives you blind sight.
Tyralide's not made of metal.
Not gonna call her back. Not yet.
Is the blind sight dagger
Yeah,
made of metal?
it's made of metal. Most weapons are.
What about a silvered bone scimitar?
Silver is a type of metal. Oh, wait, bone scimitar?
Yeah,
That would work.
I dangle it off my belt. If a scimitar is finesse, I believe.
Yeah, it is. Could I grab it from Bruce's
Yeah,
belt?
you can take an item from another willing creature with an interactive object. You can do that once per turn.
Okay, and I'm just going to use my crossbow, hand crossbow macro because it's the same damage. That way I don't have to add it to my sheet or anything.
Okay.
Just... Actually, I think I'll use my short bow because it's not magical. And I will stand right behind him. And I disengaged to get here.
You don't need to, you're invisible. Unless you think they can see
yeah.
you. Which I don't think you would, because you're swinging wildly in the... not realizing where you were.
I'm going to take out this. I'm going to try to take out the Slava child. As I
Alright.
said, it's the same numbers as a short bow
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah, that
It's
hits.
it's a finesse weapon.
Yeah,
so
use
yeah.
dexterity for the attack and damage. You're proficient. Alright, you just stick the bone scimitar straight into the lava child. And yeah, the bone works well. It's not a metal. It kills a lava child. Ah! And the lava
Thank you,
child,
Brew.
it melts down
Anytime.
into like a fiery slush on death. Hey! What do you think you're doing? And it spots you, Ren. I wasn't hatched yesterday, you know. You're killing us! The lava child jumps at you, Ren, tries to attack you, rip into you with its claws. And it hits you for 6 damage. Claws at you again. And it misses. And then it tries to take a bite out of you. And it chomps and misses. This one is going to chase you down as well, Ren. It comes up behind you and leaps at you with a bite. And it misses. It tries to claw at you.
Friends.
It hits you for 7 slashing, and it claws at you
Wait.
again. Hits you for 5. Darius.
Alright, I'm going to play laying down a hunter's mark on the one to there. So, bonus action hunter's mark that guy. I'll step forward and give him the good whipping.
That hits. Is that rolling properly?
No, it's not. It's just giving you a 2.
Yeah.
It's just rolling a
Let
2.
me
for
fix
some
it up
reason.
for you.
That happens sometimes.
And don't forget to click your hunter's mark thing. Alright, let me fix it up. And alright, yeah, you can use it strength or dexterity. Just ignore that damage roll. Just roll me a 1d6. Oh wait, what did it? Oh,
It's a 1d4 plus my strength plus the 2 because of fighting style.
oh 1d4. Let's wait. Let me see. It's swapping back. Okay. Alright, 1d4. I just rolls a 1d4. Okay. 10 damage.
And
The lava child looks bloodied. And that's another hit. You slash through it again, and yeah, it just turns its head around. Hey, what's a big idea?
And I will actually... No, I'll stay there. It's fine.
Rolling.
Okay. I'm gonna do another power chord. And this one will be for bonus action power chord. This will be for Rin, Darius, Pavel, Cage, and Scamp.
Thank you, bud.
Just reaction. Doing that mostly so Rin can get the hell out of the 3 of them if she wants to.
I do.
Alright, Ren moves, Scamp moves.
I ain't moving.
Alright, in that case, I am going to whisper horrible things to this lava child. I'm gonna dissonant whispers at first level.
Ooh.
I need to do it from here. Oh, he failed. That's good.
Alright, screams. Ah! And is left quite badly hurt, and then runs back into the metal, mostly disappearing from view.
Would I get a reaction
Oh.
attack?
Yeah,
I
we
meant-
can attack.
Sorry, I meant this one here.
Oh, I don't know why I thought the other one then. Let me fix that up. Alright, well,
I don't
that
know
happens
if
to
we're
this
close
one.
to me anymore.
Happens to that one. And it runs into the scrap metal. And yeah, you get an opportunity attack, Darius.
No, I'll leave it.
Okay.
I don't want to get another saving.
Well, I mean, it's just a one-time effect. It doesn't. There's no extra saves or anything. It's gonna get right back in the fight.
Yeah, it
Oh.
moves away. And then
I was just doing that to get him away from me.
Oh, well then.
that hits. A new hunter's mark.
Just, yeah, it's a 7.
Right. You hit it with the whip and it doesn't look that hurt yet.
Alright. That's my turn.
This lava child is
Look,
going
Roland,
to
you're the guy. We're supposed to hide behind you.
is going to dash up to Roland. Scamp.
I'm. I'm gonna frostbite the one that is now next to me and roll.
Yeah, Roland says to hit it in the face. Get this thing away from me.
Use the horns.
Fails and its arm gets a little bit frostbitten.
Then I'm going to hidden step and go invisible until my next turn. Trying to find a spot that isn't going to be overrun with lava children, but I don't think it exists.
Lava children everywhere.
Hey, they're getting away! What's the matter? We don't want to eat you! Until you're cooked. And this one runs at Ren and is going to attempt to grab Ren. Come here! Make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I don't think we know which one I'm doing.
Does
It
not
always makes
grab
me
you.
laugh when I see the roll, like, the 3 roll.
Right, it slip out of its grip, Ren, and it ends its turn there. Cage.
So I'm going to quicken a slow,
All right.
Ooh.
and I think I can get
That was a good spell.
all these guys. So it's 40 feet, and I can get 6 of them.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can get. I don't think I can get this guy, nor this guy.
You'll be able to hit 5 like that. These in this area where the template is.
Oh, okay. Yep. So I'll take all 6, or however many. It's 5 of those guys.
Okay. They have it's like a ripple, an invisible ripple in the air, and the lava child start spinning their heads around. And
Oh, Jesus.
whoa.
hell?
Dear God.
Fucking hell.
Okay, well, some of them apparently are quite wise. This one succeeds. This one succeeds, and this one succeeds. The other 2 become slowed. At least their crits on the saving throws and not on attacks on you guys.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, better to use those up.
So there.
And then I'm going to shocking grasp the guy right here in front of me. The only one I can.
That hits. Right, you place your hand on its curly red hair and ah! Its hair actually uncurls and stands up on its ends, and it's smoke coming off a lava child. It's badly scorched, but still alive.
Did he fail his save?
He succeeded.
Of course he did. Alright. Come on.
This guy and this guy failed.
Okay.
Brew.
All right. First, actually, first, I'm just gonna punch this guy that's right in front.
Okay. It's a hit. and you just hook him straight over his face. He just chuckles.
I'm gonna move up here.
Both. Oh, this lava child is going to. He's going to try and bite you on the leg.
He's the one I've grappled.
Oh.
Oh wait.
You grappled?
Sorry. I have to say. Sorry, I have to do that. Sorry. Duh.
Well, it's done now. He tries to bite you, and it misses.
Yeah, I failed to do. Yeah, never mind. I'll just go hit this one now.
You ran before you grappled.
I forgot
That
to-
hits. That seems like a very Brew thing to do. Alright,
Oh,
you just
and there should be.
smack the belaying pin through that one, and it just melts down into a bubble of lava, basically.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'll go back down here. Try again next turn.
This lava child just runs in. You're reducing our numbers. Do you know how long it takes us to incubate new eggs? That was my son! It yells out.
Oh.
Then you wouldn't have guessed it. Lava child tries to bite you, Cage. And it hits. It bites you for 8 piercing damage. And it's going to claw at you. And that misses. And it'll you'll need to make you'll need to take the damage and make that concentration check as well, Cage. Cage? Hello?
Brad.
You're muted, buddy.
Is he here? Let me message him in Discord. Maybe he went AFK. I'll just deduct it.
Yeah, sorry, I ran to the restroom real quick.
No problem. Just let me know if you're AFK because just so I can at least keep the game rolling.
Right.
Say
Yeah, no
AFK
problem.
in
Sorry
the
about
chat or something. You got hit, you got clawed, and you got bit, I should say. And then you're getting attacked again. And that hits for 10 slashing.
It's weird seeing somebody else in the group with a sub 15 AC.
Yeah, that's it for the lava child. Pavel.
Rolling, not rolling. What the fuck? Pavel's gonna aim his hand over here at this lava child, and tell Scamp to duck. And gonna cast Chill Touch. Damn it! It wasn't the one with the gift.
That's a direct hit. The chill touch just clings onto its shoulder and its skin starts to wither. Black necrotic veins work their way up its shoulder.
And then with my interactive object, I'm gonna take a belaying pin, spin it around, and smack it on top of the head of the lava child in front of me.
You've got a belaying pin too? That hits.
Heck yeah! BFG for life, man! Pirates! Or try to be at least.
Yarr.
Shit.
Alright, you hit it and it does very little.
Something.
Saw Brew using it and thought it was cool.
You would not be proficient in that, Pavel, as well. So
What?
no proficiency bonus. Improvised weapon. Belaying pin is not a
Oh,
weapon.
it counts the-
It's a part of a
Oh,
ship
you're right,
used
you're
to
right.
steer, like the rudder or something like that.
You're right.
That's an improvised weapon. Alright, the lava
Oh,
child is going to just start attacking you, Pavel. It's going to bite and claw and do all that at advantage. It bites you for 9 damage. It claws at you for 5. And it claws at you for another 6 damage.
5 and 6.
A total of 20 points. With all 3 attacks.
Oh shit.
This lava child is going to run at Darius. I think he's AFK, so these attacks will be advantage. Miss. That hits him for 9. And gonna bite him. Bites him for another 6. Ren.
Okay, I'm going to attack this lava child. That's between me and Roland.
Hit. You pierce the scimitar into its back. It doesn't quite kill it, but you leave it seriously injured. It's starting to kind of melt down a bit into a slush of lava and mud.
I was like, we don't want to kill you if you will just go back into your metal.
We got to eat! And you've crossed the line! Alright, this very slow lava child edges its way up to Brew, takes the time to like fully open its mouth and take a very slow chomping bite at Brew. And it just like chomps nothing.
Slow-mo. Austin Powers.
And it's still slowed. This lava child's gonna do its thing. Rip you limb from limb, Brew. Miss. It claws you for 9 damage. Rips a claw on your arm, across your arm. 4 damage, 4 slashing. Have resistance. And it tries to take a bite out of you. And it bites you for another 5. He's too much meat to bite. We're gonna have to take him and cook him later. We tenderize him. Yeah, good idea. Darius. Oh, you got hit a couple of times, Darius, and you lost concentration.
Yeah. Boo. Alright, so because I am just fed up with these motherfuckers, let's drop a Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
Standard level.
Alright, you'll hit Scamp. You will have to hit
Scamp. I can't see her. Oh, I didn't know that.
Unless you move.
Will retract that then.
Okay.
I didn't realize she had gone invisible. Okay. So I will then instead just Planar Warrior. Planar Warrior this guy and as a bonus action and hit him twice.
That's a narrow miss. That hits.
Woo.
There's a Planar Warrior D6. Is it the same damage?
It's a D8.
Alright, rolls a D8. 15. Alright, it almost kills the lava child. His skin starts to melt off of his form, reducing to a pile of mud and lava at his feet. Roland.
I'm going to slap the one in front of me. Bad lava child.
Hit. Alright, it dies like a pretty gruesome death. It just starts to melt down. Its eyes kind of pop out of its head. Its curly red hair melts down, and it's nothing but just a pile of slush on the ground. A little eyeball rolls out at your feet.
Good lord, that's graphic.
I tenderized it nicely for you.
And its diaper is still just sitting there. And its overalls.
Let's see. I will do something with my bonus action here.
They got the diapers from the material plane. Maybe you don't know where they got them from, but they didn't go with them.
Seriously, Pennywise's love child.
As with my bonus action, my horns will grow, my eyes will shine, and I'm going to use Mantle of Majesty to bonus action cast Command. And it will be a command on the one right in front of Rin. I'm gonna
Okay. I'll tell them to what, sorry?
grovel.
Okay. You notice they only have 3 toes as well. Just want to point that out for no reason at all. Other than how weird it is. Alright, it listens to your command and it's going to grovel on its turn.
I'll pop the spell just cause. All right. And I'll be concentrating the next minute.
Scamp. You become visible.
And I'm gonna frostbite the one near Cage.
More like a small storm of ice starts to swirl around the lava child, mainly its arms, and screams out as one of its arms are frostbitten. This one just goes down on its 3 stumpy toes on each knee and is still slowed. It goes prone. Cage.
I will
I knew you left me, Roland.
shock and grasp my little buddy here.
That's a hit. And
That's crazy.
it melts down as well, and eyeballs fall out, rolling on the ground.
Nice damage.
A 20.
Yeah.
Well, then
That's
Almost max.
yeah, that's all I got right now.
Brew.
I'll punch this hurt one.
Okay.
Reckless.
And you just punch straight through the lava child, and it just splatters everywhere.
See you.
I'll just roll it for fun.
As you pull your arm out, there's like a clean hole cut through the lava child.
Nice.
And you see this Aza over here just kind of chuckling through the hole in the lava child.
And then, okay, so the belaying pin as an improvised weapon, Tavern Brawler, I'm going to swing at this lava child.
That's a hit. Alright, you cause the belaying pin to explode with radiant energy, and you smack the lava child over the head, and it's looking bloodied now.
And I'm going to drop Sundeath, and then bonus action try to grapple him.
Okay, the flaming sword extinguishes. Make an
Cool.
athletics check.
That's what I was hoping for.
And you grab onto the lava child. Kind of strong, but you're stronger. And you've grabbed it by the arm.
I'll just move up here, I guess.
Pavel.
I'm gonna point my hand now at this one and fire inertial touch with the gift.
Even at disadvantage. Oh no, you've got crossbow expert, right? So you ignore disadvantage. It was the one you're next to, was it? I missed the ping.
It was the
This
one
one?
next to Darius.
Yeah, that's a hit. The skeletal hand clings onto its neck and starts to wither its form.
And this time, bonus action with the blame pin. I took off proficiency, so it should just be a straight +3. I'm smacking the one in front of me again.
It hits. And
4 damage.
it's slowly subduing that lava child. It's gonna attack you back at advantage. It tries to claw, and it tries to claw.
Shield.
You can shield a 25.
Oh,
Still
shit,
gonna
you're
hit
right.
you, But yeah, it goes straight through your full plate like nothing. And the claw just scratches along your flesh for 8 damage. And it tries to bite you. And it takes a bite out of you for 14 piercing. Bites you on the leg.
Jesus.
Moves a little bit. You feel like it's going to grab you and take you. This lava child is going to grapple or attempt to grapple Darius. Make an athletics check or an acrobatics check, Darius, whichever one you're better at.
They're about the same. Sounds about right.
Alright, it's a feeble attempt, but it still managed to grab you. And you become grappled. It grabs you with both of its arms, and it starts dragging you towards the scrap metal pile. Takes you 10 feet towards it. Don't worry, we're gonna cook you first, and you'll be dead. You won't feel a thing. Ren.
I'm going to slash at this lava child.
That's a hit.
And they're prone, so that's an automatic crit, right?
Nope, it just means you have advantage. So it was a
Okay.
15. They need to be paralyzed or unconscious for the crit.
Paralyzed, so.
Alright, you stab the scimitar into its side and it's looking hurt.
Nice work.
And that's just brew. Go save Darius.
I'm fine.
Alright, Lava Child is
Say that until they put you in the soup pot.
it's gonna attempt to break the grapple. Make an athletics check, bro. It ain't breaking the grapple.
When will they learn?
It's not going nowhere. That's its turn.
I'm going to look up at the lava child. This is like dragging me by the leg. I'm not gonna taste that good, you motherfucker. And I'm gonna need it to make a wisdom save as I cast Toll the Dead.
Nice.
Alright, it starts to melt like clay. And it's still alive. It's kind of, you see like a skeletal face. All of this mud and fire dripping down off of it. Like a melted candle.
A lot of health.
It's like I'm melting.
And it's, yeah, close to death. Very close.
Alright. Fine then. I will then bonus action spiritual weapon its ass. Oh, motherfucker.
The spiritual weapon just splashes through some of the already melted parts of it and doesn't do any damage.
Oh man.
God damn. Well, you can put it right here for me.
Okay.
That'd be great. Okay, thanks, bye.
Roll one.
Okay. I'm going to viciously mock the one that's holding Darius.
And you finish it off. It continues
Nice.
its meltingness.
Roland doesn't have much to say. I mean, they're. I mean, look at him. Roland just kind of gives a. I mean, look at him, kind of gesture. Let's see. Bonus action. I'm going to use command again. On the one that's down here fighting Pavel. I'll tell it to grovel.
It fails, and that's what it'll do. It'll go down onto its knees on its turn.
That is my turn.
Scam.
I am going to. We'll frostbite, the one that Brew's grappling.
Another quick icy wind whooshes by the lava child. It's hard to resist those spells of yours, Scamp. And it has a frozen arm.
And we're gonna pump 4 Fey Energy Dice into Pavel.
Thank you.
That's 15 plus 4 temp hit points.
This lava child is going to stand up using 5 feet of movement because it's slowed. It's going to do a really slow bite at Ren. And it's going to miss. And then it's going to move and provoke from Ren and Brew. It feebly tries to escape. That hits.
It's not going anywhere. Except back to the elemental plane. of
Yep.
fire. Or
You don't even get your attack, Brew. It's already dead. So you just basically swing in the air. Swing and a miss. Well, you guys finish it off. And you're up, Cage.
I'm gonna step up to this guy, and since my shocking grasp has been so effective,
That's a hit. And
and not some.
it zaps it a little bit. The lava child's close to death.
We'll go ahead and step back away, and that should be it.
Brew.
Yeah. Well, let me see if Pavel needs. And just ignoring the one I'm holding.
Oh
Why
god.
don't you drag it down with you over here? Hey!
Hey,
Hey,
hey Pavel. How's it going?
what's up, bud? You know, beating Lava Child with the club.
This guy prone or what?
Yeah.
He's not prone yet.
Is he?
He's not thrown yet.
Oh.
Not until his turn.
Ah. Okay. Then I'll just smack him. With, yeah, smack.
That hits. You whack it with a belaying pin and it's almost destroyed.
And then I'll hit the one I'm holding.
That hits. And it almost destroys it. Very close. Powerful.
So
You cut out then, Pavel.
I'm gonna chill touch the one in front of me, and if I hit it, if I hit
This one?
this one right here, yeah.
That is a hit.
Oh, sweet, cool. Then if I kill it, I'm gonna try and crush its heart with chill touch, maybe.
Not
No,
quite.
hampered.
It's
No, that's-
still standing. You're not even sure if these things have a heart. Feel like they don't.
I'll reach out and touch something. I don't know what. Maybe it's brain or lava core.
You poke it in the eyes.
Bonus action.
Let
Yeah.
that very wide open.
Blank pin.
Alright, you just hit it on the head and it just disperses outwards. Splashes onto the ground everywhere.
Yar, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Ren. It joins the puddle of its companions on the ground. And they're all dead. We're out of
So
initiative.
just a suggestion, everyone: stay away from these piles of things.
Thanks for the advice, new guy.
My
We
pleasure.
have learned this today for sure.
Say, Ren, do you want to hang on to that scimitar? You put it to better use than it's seen in 8.
That would mean I'd have to put it on my sheet, but sure.
I'll pick up the Sun Death and reignite it.
Okay. The Azers clap. Oh, they let out a sigh and they grab their hammers and they go back to work. When you come over near this one, Pavel, though, he starts yelling at you. Waving his flaming fist angrily at you.
I gave him an apologetic look and just like.
I don't think they want you
feel
anywhere
terrible.
near that.
His smithing hammer becomes emblazoned in fire, and yeah, you feel like
I can understand what he's saying now.
what do you think you're doing? Coming over here and breaking the forge? You already got enough work on as it is, and now I gotta clean up all this shit. You come another step closer, and I'm gonna smelt you, boy.
Pavel, just back up.
But I want to say sorry.
Pavel,
Well,
just let it go.
I
you
don't
can
think
say
they
sorry
want your
by not
apology.
getting close.
Do you say anything to them, Roland?
I mean, I'll tell this one sorry about his forge.
Hey,
Sorry,
don't
Mr.
say
Forge.
sorry to me. You can say sorry to Trombliand. We're doing his work, and now you're slowing it down.
Ah, and what exactly is that work? If I'm
Huh?
inquire.
We're making the simulacrux for Trombliand.
Oh, the big arch thing out there, made out of all the scrap metal.
Yes, his little apprentice, Zox. He's got us all doing all sorts of things, working on all sorts of projects at once. We've got a big backlog of orders here, and then your little pup over there, he's slowing us down by goddamn breaking the forge and stuff. We ain't got time for that. And we ain't get paid either.
If you don't get paid, then why do you work for him?
Huh?
If you don't get paid, why do you work for him?
I don't understand the question.
I'm going back invisible.
Oh, well, never mind. Well, have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be on our way.
And what are you doing then? Are you working for Trombliand too?
Yes, in a way. We have helped out his apprentice, Zox. And we will continue to do so. We are about to go kill some hobgoblins.
Oh, so you're the clean-up crew. Aye, that's been hobgoblins coming and poaching all of our scrap metal. It's made our job harder. I'm glad that he's finally doing something about that then. Well, just stay clear of the forges and don't interrupt our work.
Alright, can do. And,
Wait, are you getting paid?
well, not paid exactly, but, he did give us this. And I, pull out the shitty music box. But this is it.
That looks like the work of a talentless amateur.
Well, next time you see Zox, maybe mention that you would like to get paid.
For what?
Well, I mean, for all the work you're doing for him.
I don't understand. Are there other things to do? Other than work?
Well, I mean, yes. There's plenty of things to do other than work.
Like, what?
Just partying, hanging out, and having a good time. You don't have to work all the time, you know. It's not good for you.
I don't understand those words that you're using.
We'll call it a difference in culture then.
What is partying?
Oh, just having a good time with friends and...
Oh, you mean like when all of you work on a project together to forge something of greatness?
Sure. Sure, I guess you can put it that way. Well, I've got to go. Nice meeting all of you. Maybe we can talk again. Perhaps you should start a union, and I'm gonna leave.
What's that? Alright, the other
I'm gonna leave
Aces,
without answering his question.
they're all hard at work, forging different metal pieces. A couple of them walk by, and Ren, as you're standing there, an Azer comes up behind you, and you can just feel this intense heat, because the Azer's literally on fire. And it moves up into this cave to the south, where there are these two giant pools filled with some sort of liquid.
Well, I'm gonna use my guitar to cast Cure Wounds at first level on myself.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a dead end over here.
Where are you, Brew? Nope. It's a cliff.
Cliff.
It leads to the tunnel.
Ah.
Hey, you guys.
Is that the same for down here, where it looks all jagged?
It is.
Looking into the pool, what does it look like?
Alright, so Ren and Darius have split off a little bit. They're down at this cave to the south. The cave is 30 feet high and contains these pools of this very shiny, metallic looking liquid. And you can make an investigation check, Darius. It's full of shiny liquid.
Shiniest of liquid.
You're welcome, everybody.
And when you get closer, the Azer kind of yells something at you.
Can I tell what they are?
You can make an investigation check as well, Ren. It's some sort of liquid metal.
I at least know it's metal.
Yeah, liquid metal. You're not sure what metal. But anyway, the Azer goes over to this pool. And he whispers something. And suddenly, a cubic foot of liquid metal rises out of the pool and hardens into a solid cube, floating above the ground. And the Azer just starts pushing the cube, and it bobs along, floating as the Azer moves. He takes this cube of liquid metal and he plunges it into a churning hot pool of lava, and he begins smelting.
That's just cool.
That's the way to do it.
You hear him clanging away tirelessly with his hammer.
Well, I suppose down what he said.
Did we ever actually ask him if he built the damn worm thing?
No, but I believe that somebody said that Trobriand is the one that constructed the ball worm, and Zox is Trobriand's apprentice, apparently, according to the Azer.
Which would in turn be one of Hallister's apprentices.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So he's the apprentice of an apprentice of Hallister. Zox is, that is. I guess that explains why he only gave us this shitty music box. Went to Undermountain, all I got was this music box.
You're scared to even show it to people, Roland, because you fear that it'll break.
Mine's better.
Should we wait and see the worm go by?
I see it.
Probably. not
Well,
a bad idea. Wait.
Yeah, you haven't sensed the worm go by recently. Alright, so it's a 20-foot deep trench, and these are literally tunnels to the south and north. There seems to be a tunnel below you as well. There's an open span at this intersection, and that's about it. And then it just drops down to a tunnel, which was pretty much looks like the same dimensions as the ball worm. So if it did happen to come by, there'd be no escape.
Well, we would see if it could get
It's
through.
not something-
If it came at us, we would see if it could get through a wall of force, I suppose.
Alright, you just hang out here, and you guys may as well take a short rest while you're here, if you want to.
Play the loiter song.
Alright,
Play the
even
loiter song very well.
the Aza even stops.
Let's see if I know the words.
Did you cast tongues, Roland, to get the
Yeah.
understanding? Okay, I see that there. Alright, it's gonna run out towards the end of that
The
hour,
rest.
but the Aza, he even stops and places his warhammer down on the ground, and just he listens to this song. He's mesmerized, and he rubs his eye as if he could cry, but he can't, because it would just evaporate.
Yeah, no moisture. The extra you get from Song of Rest, which is from the loiter song, is a D8 rather than a D6.
Oh, good. I only
rolling a
needed one
D6
anyway.
there.
I failed to make the food extra.
Oh no, it's not a D. It's a D10. I'm sorry, it's a D10.
Oh, yeah, so if anyone burns hit die, add an extra d10 onto your healing. Yeah, this Aza kind of stops, and he seems moved by your music rolling. And before, you're not able to understand him, he does speak. I was forged to forge, but you were made, my friend, for sweet music.
Give a slight bow.
And then he just starts clanging away very, very loudly, interrupting most of the rest of your song. You just tirelessly hear iron on iron, clang, clang, clang. And
I'll work it into the beat of the song.
towards the end of the hour, the ballworm,
Death.
it comes cruising along this tunnel
There's our marker, everybody. Let's get a move on.
and heads off.
What happens if it comes back?
If it comes
It
back,
doesn't
we're
pass
fucked.
that
Let's
fast.
go.
I'll wrestle it.
You feel like it
Oh,
goes
sure.
by every hour, once an hour sort of thing.
I think as long as we get to move on, we should be fine.
I'll anchor a grappling hook and then climb down.
Okay. You just make an athletics check, Bruce. Slam that grappling hook into the wall. Easily done. There's a rope leading down now, and anyone who wishes to climb the rope down can make an athletic check with advantage. If you wish to slide down, you can do that with an acrobatics check.
I'll slide down with that.
It should be pretty easy. Everyone gets down easy. Climb down the rope and
Once we get down, I'll try to mage hand the rope, the grappling. Oh, Darius.
Look at Dario sympathetically and say, I know how hard it is.
you don't actually fall Darius. You start to climb down, and then you just feel too weak, and then you just stop, and then you jump back up.
I'll slide
Might as
down
well
instead.
just fall down there.
Alright, you attempt to slide down instead, and you get down.
Darius,
And then,
the mighty hunter, the mighty warrior, is just awful. Awful at check.
Mage hand won't be strong enough to grab the grappling hook, but so it's basically, it's anchored there. The way that it works, you're not going to be able to get it back unless someone climbs up there and
true.
grabs it. Because when you put
yeah,
force
yeah.
on it, try to grab it, I mean, It's the same force you're using to climb down, so it's anchored
That's
pretty
fine.
well.
We might want it there later.
I can go get it.
Nice.
No way.
We have another one.
We-
kicking
we
around,
have
at least
others.
one more.
Oh, does it just go
Up ahead,
here?
there's a cliff, 20 foot high. You can't see over the top. It seems to lead into a cave. You can see the top of a cave ceiling dotted with stalagmites. About another 10 feet above this lip. And then a sloping tunnel, quite aggressively sloping downwards in this direction.
You sure
I
you don't want me to go get it?
I would assume that that's it. I think our road is down.
Do we care what's upstairs?
The walls can be climbed. They're difficult, but for those of you more athletically inclined, shouldn't have a hard time.
I'll climb up here just to check it out real quick if I can. Oh, never mind.
You're not getting up there. It's quite smooth, this tunnel. The walls. And 14's not going to
Damn.
cut it.
This over here is just like a steep ramp, right?
Yep, it's a downward sloping tunnel ramp. Pavel
You guys
tries
want
to
to go
climb
down?
up, but there's just nothing to really
Yeah.
hold on to, Pavel, so you're not able to get up.
And if it's aggressively sloped, we can be aggressive.
Power slide!
Brew rages and runs down the tunnel. Alright, you head down this trench.
Come back.
And yeah, you're just heading down a long tunnel. I think Roland has a contingency if the ballworm does come about, but other than that, you're just thinking this thing's gonna run you over. There's nowhere to escape. At best, you're imagining a scenario where you kind of run and try and squish yourself on the wall so it goes on by you and doesn't crush you. But other than that, you'd be worried. And you head down this tunnel for a few hundred feet.
It is worrisome.
I
And
got a handle on it. No worries.
oh, I just gotta check something quickly.
At least I hope I wouldn't be able to get through a wall of force. If it would, we'd be in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah, it would need to be able to disintegrate really to get through.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move you guys on to the next level. You'll see a blank map just for a second. And also, everyone gains 1 week of downtime
Sweet.
because you've arrived at level 14. Arcturia Doom.
Ooh, crap.
Not looking forward to fighting a lich. 'Cause I have no.
Don't feel ready.
I have no doubts that we'll end up fighting a lich.
Are they spellcasters?
Yes.
I am worried. I don't know.
right.
There's a bear shit in the woods. Yeah, it does.
Alright, so you continue down the ramp and it finally opens up after several hundred feet to a wider cavern.
Did you send us already?
Yeah, I'll send you guys again.
I can't see anything.
I'm seeing black.
I'm
No one's seeing
black
anything?
too.
I'm on the wrong map.
Alright, let me fix it up. Let's try again. Let me change the map over. How about now?
Nope, all black.
Alright,
Yeah, all black here.
let me change.
Mine
Nice.
is still stuck on the previous map.
Oh, okay. Everyone is going to need to reload their page. I'll fix
Got
this
it.
up.
I'll reload.
All of a sudden, I'm like, there's only 3 of us left in the game.
It'll take everyone out for a brief moment and put everyone back on. I'll give you guys put your tokens back on the map.
Am I supposed to be seeing the resting homepage?
Yeah, it'll be on the landing page right now. And then I'll fix it up in a second once everyone's back in. Just got to reset everyone's light sources. I imagine you've got your sword out still, Brew, lighting the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone
In fact,
loaded back in?
I'll also cast light out of the sun globe too, just as a backup.
Okay. Now everyone should see the map, right?
Yep, I got it.
Cool.
I'm at the loading page.
Me too.
Let's try again.
Wait, so we're not supposed to be on main page, right?
Did it change?
I am good now.
I'm good.
All right.
It hasn't changed for me. I'm
Reload.
at the loading page.
Reload your page if you're
I'm
still at
gonna
the
reload.
loading.
I'm gonna reload.
Yeah,
again.
just reload.
It should
Got it.
I mean-
pop up.
I can see it now.
Okay, just reload your page and it'll show up. Map will show up.
Yeah.
Tell me if you're not seeing the cave, the tunnel.
I can see it now.
Okay, so you head down this tunnel and you start to see, the tunnel is about 10 feet in diameter and opens up to a 30-foot high cave up ahead. It's all just uneven stone floor. Beyond that, very natural looking stone walls, and there's not really any ambient sound.
Is the boar worm right there?
Yes. As you look up ahead, you can see a massive column of rock and kind of like a donut shape. And the bullworm, it's just chilling, facing you. Looks like it's just finished looping around, and you can see its face, which basically looks like a mincing machine, some sort of grinding machine.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
A second.
It starts up.
Oh
Pavel, come. Get into the tunnel, Pavel. Pavel. Pavel.
I am lagging. I can't do anything right now.
Oh no!
That was the last call, Pavel.
The lag killed Pavel.
Wait,
I hate it when that happens in games.
you see a big spray of blood. No, I'm joking. Alright, Pavel, you guys are able to get out of the way. There's plenty enough time, and it just seems like it was taking a quick rest, and it's gone about its merry way.
I didn't even know machines needed a rest.
Alright.
I am invisible, by the way.
Okay.
I did
Alright.
go invisible during that long walk down.
You see some tunnels leading off in different directions, some stalagmites jutting up out of the ground. A pair of them flank a set of hefty-looking double doors. And the doors are made from stone, and they are huge. They're 25 feet tall. They are size for giants, you would think. And the door's frame is carved with skulls, worm-ridden skulls, wicked-looking humanoid skulls with worms moving in between all the cavities. And carved into the lintel, which everyone sees because, so this is like at the top of the door frame, there's like a skeletal hand, and it could well be an actual skeletal hand, like an actual skeleton. It's coming out of the lintel. It's a sconce, a wall lantern, and there is a flame, wicked looking yellow flame in the skeletal hand, illuminating these doors and all of the grisly motif carved into the door frame.
Someone
And
has terrible taste.
someone is here.
Oh, shit.
Scamp. and Darius. There's movement. Breathing from behind both stalagmite.
And
Hello?
that hurt me.
Show yourself before this gets ugly.
And guys,
An elven voice calls out. Ah! Greeting, adventurers. Forgive our deception. We're not hiding from you. We're hiding from what lies beyond that door. A voice calls out from an invisible creature over here, and you know a drow accent when you hear one. And you hear a little bit of squeaking as well. Like some sort of insect, maybe a familiar or something, with the drow. You hear another one moving around. We've no qualm with adventurers now. What are you doing here?
Could ask you the same. Name your house.
Ah, quite inquisitive. What house do you think we belong to? There's no other drow house that claims the territory this deep in Undermountain. And I presume if you've traveled this far, you've either done it with some sort of teleportation, or you've struck some sort of alliance with our house. If not, you'd be dead.
I'm gonna cast tongues again. I don't like it when they... I need to learn how to speak Elvish.
An elf that doesn't speak Elfish? Strange.
Alright, so your house Freth, but can you tell us why exactly are you...
They become visible, and you see two male drow, stark white hair, black long robes, spiderweb pattern. They both clearly have an insignia of House Freth on their cloak pin. Ah! We were waiting to hope that you'd open these doors. As a matter of factly, this is a lich's home, and there are bound to be vast treasures beyond. One of our companions have already made their way through. We are to meet with them and plunder the vast treasures contained therein.
You've already got a friend in there, and you just let them go into a lich's lair alone.
He's scouting for us. He's not yet returned. We fear that he's betrayed us. Or worse.
More likely he suffered the fate that most do when facing such a powerful entity.
Oh, you're a fool. Do you really think we would face a lich? Try again. Our mission is one of stealth. We do not look for conflict. We wish to enter the lair, plunder the riches completely undetected. We were just about to enter when we heard you all come down this tunnel. We saw your light sources. We wanted to see who you were first, and you can see clearly now that we're not your enemy.
Rain is gone.
In my drow voice, I'm gonna say your friend is probably dead.
Oh well, more for us then. My name is Huzlin. My associate here is Iprek. Are you looking for some allies? Why are you here? We've told you why we're here. You tell us the same. That's fair, is it not?
Well,
You're here, so looking for a goblin, a hobgoblin. Enclave? Is that what it is?
I
Essentially,
would, an army, I guess. I
An army?
don't know what the proper term would be.
You're here to attack the fortress.
So there is a fortress full of hobgoblins, yeah? That's good to know.
We're not really sure, but logic would say so. We're still waiting for our companion to return with the information that he's procured from within.
How long has your companion been gone?
We're not sure. We communicated to him via a spell. He arrived ahead of us not too long.
Right.
What do you know about the hobgoblins?
What you've told us, that there is an army of them beyond the doors.
So you're useless.
I wouldn't say that, friend. We are very proficient in the arcane arts. We've studied at some of the greatest Magistar schools in Menzoberranzan. We can handle ourselves. We don't need to cross paths. You're here to kill hobgoblins, we're here to plunder riches. I don't see why we both can't work together.
Well, you make a valid point, and I think that I would be willing to offer you the same terms that we would offer anyone at this point. Yes, we can work together, betray us, and we kill you. How does that sound?
And exactly why would we betray you?
Exactly. There's no reason to, so we don't have to kill you. It's fine.
Sure, the magic items that you have, they would be quite valuable, but we're not foolish. We're outnumbered, and obviously you're quite powerful to get this far. Tell us, how did you get through level 12? That's the maze level.
Breath.
Yeah.
House breath.
No big deal. We just did a little work and we were allowed through.
Ah, so you've already alliance with our house. Best not tarnish that strong alliance that we have now. So, we'll leave you to what you're doing. We'll follow up behind you.
Alright, I suppose if you just ride our coattails, that's not a big deal, but just don't get in our way.
Whatever you say, friend. We'll be over here in the cave to the south.
Can we just kill them now?
And they
Just
cast
what we need, a bunch of drow following us.
Invis on themselves. Again.
Honestly, I mean, I have no problem with killing people that have betrayed us or wronged us in some way. All of you know this, but they have not actually done anything wrong as of yet. They even revealed themselves after, without much convincing. So,
Isn't it enough that they're drow?
no, Brew, it's not.
They'll eventually betray us, but they do have good terms for revealing themselves to us before actually doing anything.
And they do make a valid point. If they just want to rob the Lich, who are we to stop them from the Lich destroying them?
Maybe they can go trigger the traps.
Exactly.
Now, these are a mighty set of doors, and it is going to require some strength to open them. They don't have any handles. They're just stone doors. Look like they can be pushed open or pulled open. Pushed.
I'll walk up to Brew, put my hand on his shoulder. Brew, I believe in you. Go open that door, and I'll use a bardic inspiration for Brew. And I will immediately prestidigitate my hand clean.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I forgot to pick up soap last time we were above ground. And I'll get out my crowbar.
Touching the bottom of a pan that's just used for cooking. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'll try crowbar first in case we need to go again.
Shouldn't be too hard for you to open them, Brew. Yeah, you can just pretty much
want
open
to use
with
the
one
inspiration?
Try it. Just try it, man. Come on.
How confident are you with a 28 brew?
What do you? Should I just do it just to be safe?
No.
You end up like
Okay.
just defying
Save it.
the laws of physics and push the entire door into a wormhole. Alright, you open the doors up and you're greeted on the other side. We're going to take a 10-minute break now. We'll see what's there
Cool.
when we get back. I'll see you guys soon.
Later.
We all just died.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a lich and we died because we didn't knock.
Oh, fuck.
He says, "Surprise, everybody!"
I think we're well set up for Cone of Cold, actually.
Oh, don't say that out. Drew. Jesus, what is wrong with you?
How's everyone doing?
What?
How are
Doing
you
good.
doing?
Yeah,
How are
good.
you?
Very tasty.
Oh, I got the hiccups. Okay.
I have soap, or if you
Yep.
need soap, I have soap.
The next NPC
What?
you encounter will have the hiccups. Just forewarning. Alright, you swing these mighty doors open, Rue. And when you do,
Here.
you are greeted at the door.
Oh shit.
By a hiccuping set of fire giants.
Fuck.
Alright, you push the doors open and you see a foyer. The ceiling here is 30 feet high. It's an enormous hallway. There are 2 male fire giants. They're holding up lanterns. They're illuminating piles of scrap metal scattered all over the ground, while 7 hobgoblins pick through the debris. And they stop what they're doing when you push open the doors. And one of the closest fire giants, he turns to face you, Brew. And another one looks down at you. These giants are clad head to toe in heavy armor. The equivalent of full plate. They're 17 feet tall. They're huge. They both have a great sword that they were just kind of resting over their shoulders, or one of them resting on the wall. Ho 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 ho! Mogdo? Master! One of the fire giants say. And you can already see
that...
it's giant. It just says, looks like we have some bad company. Time to mush them. Time to smush them.
They're
And
going to attack.
yeah,
Be careful.
the hobgoblins are already
Oh,
drawing longbows, and you're attacked immediately upon opening that door.
Alright. It's gonna be that
Wow.
kind of day.
Roland is on the ball.
I rolled a freaking 3.
Alright, you're up first, Roland.
This is different. Alright, so 5. And yeah, we don't like fire giants. But I'm going to, as a bonus action, turn to Pavel and say, well, probably a good time to use that old pistol there.
It's killing
Buddy old
time.
pal. Bonus action, cast Holy Weapon on his pistol.
Alright. A massive golden glow emanates from the pistol, illuminating the area outwards 60 feet.
Death.
And then I'll turn to the fire giant, and the smallest giant that I've ever seen. Viciously mock him.
He tilts his head to the side, and you can see that it physically pains him emotionally, if that makes any sense.
Brew, attack the short one, and then I'm gonna run away.
I'm not shot!
He's probably gonna come after me. that Brian, that is why I don't insult things as much as I used to. Is because it makes them want to attack me.
Aw, Roland, come on. Have some faith.
Actually, unless you're speaking giant, he doesn't understand you, Roland.
Well, I have tongues up.
Still? Do you cast it again?
I cast it,
oh,
I
that's right.
cast it again whenever we started talking
That's
to the
right.
drow.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, he definitely understood you. He's not happy with you. Brew, you're up.
Brew will at first try to emulate the posture of the giant with their big sword and be like, yeah, that sword isn't so big, and like lean Sundeath against his shoulder, but then forget that it's on fire, and then be like, oh, forget about it, and I'll bonus action rage. How is your hunt going? Welcome to mine, and charge forward.
Oh, that's a good line.
I'll swing at this one to the south first.
Brew's still got that like animalistic floor going on. And this hobgoblin is hit. And it's probably going to clean him right up. It does. You just slash through him and he hits the ground hard. He's instantly killed.
Nice.
The other one.
That is a miss. He interposes armor, blocking your attack. Or did you want to use your inspiration?
Oh, well, yes, please.
D10.
An 18 hits him.
Well, thanks for that.
And you clean him up as well. He's just slapped to the side. Like trash.
Alright. Yeah, seems like a pretty good spot, right?
The hobgoblins turn to each other. Withdraw! To the rear! Positions! And this hobgoblin draws back on his longbow. He does not fire. This one does the same thing. He gets to the back of the foyer, nocks an arrow, readies. This giant comes screaming forward. And when it moves into your space, Brew, it just attempts to like boot you. Make a strength saving throw. He kind of boots you and you don't budge. It doesn't do any damage to you. And he towers over you. And then he takes his greatsword in both hands and he just tries to bring it down on you. A downward thrust. He slams it into the ground. A little bit of the blade catches you for 14 damage.
Yeah.
He raises the greatsword again and again. He tries to bring it down on you and it just catches you for another 10 slashing. And then the hobgoblins both loose arrows at you, Brew. And both arrows whiz on by, missing you. And the giant's going to step back a little bit. Scamp.
I will move down here, and then I will frostbite at Druvax.
Alright, this little frosty wind starts swirling around his arm, his gauntlet, his hand. And he doesn't even notice it.
Oh dear. Okay. I'm gonna hide behind this.
You've got this, woman! Good job! The drow try to cheer you on. You feel like they're doing it in, like, it's a little bit condescending. They're definitely mocking you.
Ask.
You feel like there's not a whole lot of genuinity in their voices. Alright, this hobgoblin's going to knock an arrow, step back, and he's going to fire at Brew with his longbow, moving to the rear of the foyer. He misses, and he backs up even more. Withdraw! Regroup! Ren.
Okay, I'm going to. The giant is within 30 feet, so I'm going to shoot my hand crossbow from here.
That hits. Alright, you hit the giant in the neck with a bolt. The bolt is so small though, the 35 damage doesn't do a whole lot.
And I come over here. Wait, no. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just stay right there. Come on. Intern. There it goes.
Go for the mages at the back, one of the hobgoblin calls out, and he fires at Cage.
Fuck that guy.
But he completely misses. What's wrong with you? Why are you shooting at the roof, you fool? I meant to do that. Part of my strategy. Wind them up.
Oh,
Now's not the time for arguing, fool. They bicker among themselves. I'm not! Shot! Make a strength save, Brew, as this giant moves into your space. He tries to just boot you. And you don't budge. And then he provokes from you. Because he runs by you. And he's looking for blood. Where is the elf? Alright, you hit him with Sun Death. The fire does nothing, of course. You slash through him. He barely notices that you've hit him. And he's just gonna like sweep his greatsword across at Darius.
Oh, fuck.
And
Oh dear.
Jesus.
you'll hit
Pass to
for...
the grave. The grave.
Okay.
You may want to use that, otherwise you're going to take 58 points of slashing damage.
What am I doing?
Cancelling out the
The
crit.
grave thing.
Your grave cleric
Oh,
thing.
yes. I will cancel that crit.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm on right
Yeah.
now. I'm just looking at the damage, just going like,
Is it
what's
like a
happening?
channel divinity?
He did the crit on your character, not you.
Yeah. Is it a channel divinity, or is it what is it exactly?
It's a reaction attack or a reaction thing. Here, I'll put it up for you.
You can use it as many times as your wisdom modifier a day, I think.
Okay. Sentinel at Death's Door. That's what it's called. All right, you negate the critical hit, and you take 29 slashing damage. And you can use that wisdom mod amount of times. Keep track of how many you've got. You may need it again.
I've got a marker on my thing.
Hopefully you won't need it again. But he continues that same arcing sword swing towards Pavel. And I guess you put him off with the sentinel defensive maneuver. And he just angles his greatsword straight up to the ground.
He was viciously mocked.
Oh, yeah.
So that would have been a 17.
You're right.
Oh.
I completely forgot about the disadvantage. So it misses you, Darius.
That is amazing.
Nice.
Get your 29 health back. And your use of that Sentinel at Death's Door. Alright, he's looking at Roland when he gets out of this door. Pavel.
First, I look at the hobgoblins, but then I see this giant fucking fire giant just come over here. I'm just gonna shoot the shit out of it. Common or special? 1,
It's a
Yeah.
miss.
2.
It's a crit.
Whoa.
Crit.
Alright, you sink a well-placed bullet into the giant's leg. And he just grumbles a little bit. Blood kind of spills out from his armor.
Last third shot. Damn.
That bullet ricochets off his full plate.
Real quick, gonna use my interactive object to pull out what?
Nothing. I didn't mean to hit that.
Oh. I'm gonna pull out my hand crossbow and use it as my bonus action to aim it at this hobgoblin right over here.
You won't be able to,
and
Pavel.
fire.
You need a free
Why?
hand to fire the crossbow.
But
You can use the pistol.
I'm using one hand.
You still,
What?
it's got the loading property. I mean, the ammunition property. You need a free hand to fire either the pistol or the hand crossbow. So, just you can use the pistol for the bonus action attack.
Okay.
The weapon
I'll do
has the ammunition property and the loading property. The loading property means you can only fire once per turn, regardless of how many attacks you have. The ammunition property means you need a hand to load, a spare hand to load the bullet. Every time you're firing the pistol, you're loading a bullet into it.
I know, that's why I usually keep one hand free, but so I don't have to use the crossbow. Hand
No,
crossbow
no,
for
no,
the
no.
bonus
Ignore
action
that.
attack?
Ignore that. What I said last session. Alright, that hits.
Okay.
Otherwise you wouldn't be able to use the crossbow for that bonus action attack. Alright, the bullet hits the hobgoblin in the chest. And instantly kills him.
I'm gonna use action surge, and aim my other 3 shots at this this guy right here again, the fire giant. And then go.
That hits. Alright, this time you kind of aim up, you put a hole through his full plate, and he falls down to a knee. Kind of grabbing at the wound. And poof, you hit him again. You hear another pling sound as the bullet cuts through his armor some more. And he's looking quite hurt.
And then the last bullet.
And that's another hit. This time you aim for his face and the bullet kind of hits him in the cheek. Streak of blood flicks out behind him. And looks like he's crying. There's fiery blood down his face. He turns back towards you with an evil glare over, like coming from his eyes. Darius.
Well, I don't. Yep, I'm going to actually use. Not yet. See how we go. I will. Is that bonus action? That's what I need. It's not. So I will cast Toll the Dead on him. On Zesarf, Zelsarf, whatever his name is.
He fails. And
Just call him Shorty.
blinks a couple of times. You see necrotic veins take over his entire neck and face. He's looking quite deathly now.
And I will drop a bonus action spiritual weapon on him.
Nice. Take him out.
Alright, the spiritual weapon smacks him over the face. He's still standing.
Fair enough.
Cage.
Am I in his... Would he be able to hit me if I moved?
You've got it. Yeah, you think so. You've got a
Okay.
good inkling that he will be able to reach you.
Again, long reach.
Yeah, I figured he did. I'm gonna bonus action staff fireball right in the middle of those guys.
Alright, you drop a fireball on them.
Woo!
And does your elemental... I don't think your elemental adapt's going to help you there.
Yeah, it's... So, I mean, it's... I don't know if the feat works on the staff or not. That's why I started calling it out.
It
It says on
would.
the staff you cast it, but...
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no, I...
Most magic items they allow you to cast a spell, so it's basically like you're casting it. The vast majority do. But Elemental Adept, now just show me, because I think that overcomes resistance. I don't think it works if they're immune.
I was doing it right here with the hobgoblins.
Oh, them? Yeah, well, they're gone. Say goodnight to them.
I hope they're gone.
I thought you were doing it on the giant. Yeah.
Sorry, I clicked on them and did a dot. But
No problem. Just, okay. Yeah, you don't really need the template. You can easily hit all 3. They're gone. Good night, hobgoblins. Their flesh becomes incinerated, their armor is scorched, and they collapse onto the ground in smoldering piles of burning hobgoblin flesh.
And then I'm going to step forward since he is in plate mail and hit him with.
Nice.
That hits. You just grab him on his greave. You send a spark of lightning shooting up through his entire system, and he's phased by it. He's badly scorched. There's smoke coming out of his ears. He loses reaction, but he does not drop.
Okay, and then I'm going to move away. That should be good.
The hobgoblin turns around. Shit. Time for a tactical retreat. And he runs off to the north, running down the hallway.
I mean, I would. I don't blame him at all.
Rolling.
Alright. Okay, let's see what we can do here. 20 feet. And it's... the other giant's just really not in a good position. Alright, we're about to take a big risk here. But sometimes you gotta take the risk. And I'm gonna walk up and see you later, shorty. And I'm gonna shock and grasp his ass. No, come on!
Alright,
What kind of damage is that?
he just gets electrocuted. And after the electricity courses through him, I'm just gonna give you this this icon here, rolling for your tongues as well. I was trying to find one earlier. Okay. I'm gonna give you a I had it and I just lost it. Anyway, it's a little light bulb icon. It's the best one I could find. Anyway, he's dead. He just falls down to the side. Nice. He clings onto the door frame to try and help himself from falling, but he just kind of sinks onto the ground in an awkward position. Face first onto the ground. He impales his face on the stalagmite.
Oh, that was entirely more gruesome than I thought it was going to be. Ugh. Man, I got lucky he was already really badly injured because that was the shittiest crit damage I've ever seen for shock to the rest. Anyway, I'm going to bonus action. I'm gonna bonus action power chord. One for everyone but Scamp.
Alright, Pavel and Darius charge forward. Roland bats his eyes at you guys. You've used your reaction already, Brew. You took an opportunity attack.
Oh, thank you.
Now you guys run in. You can hear the goblins' footfalls leading off to the south. And when you take a look around the hall, at the very end of the hall, you notice there's a lot of light. And there is the wickedest looking female fire giant you've ever seen.
Oh, that's a dreadnought.
She's looking at you, but she's got two giant tower shields. They don't actually have that red glow about them. She's watching, and she doesn't look like she's getting involved with this fight. She's watching from afar. She's like hundreds of feet away. but you do see her.
Okay. Still.
Ren's moving up too.
Alright.
Yeah, I moved too.
I would
Okay.
not. I would find right there.
Oops.
Alright, it's fine.
Brr.
Wow, you guys sure are tough. I say to the fire. Look how long your friend lasted. Here, how about just you and me fight? Here, look at me, over here. Don't worry, they won't attack you.
Seems like he's basically ignoring you.
Brew, what's wrong with your voice?
I was trying to be gruff.
That hits. Alright, you slash through him, and he's not too hurt yet. And you hit him again. You cut through one of his greaves, and this time you do cause him to flinch a little bit. He takes a slight step forward, but he's not really bloodied. And take an attack of opportunity, Brew. He's gonna play some bowling. That's a miss.
Oh,
He's gonna do some 10-pin bowling. He just cleans everyone up. Everyone, Pavel, Darius, Ren, and Cage make a strength saving throw. He just does a big sweep with his arm. When he enters your space, he knocks Darius prone. He knocks Pavel prone. Cage! You
I'm literally.
you're not knocked prone. Alright.
Roll the highest.
He knocks you clean off your feet. He stops when he gets to you, Roland. And you're knocked prone. So he just wipes out.
Do I need to roll?
Oh yeah. Unless you enters your space too. He just does a big sweep. And then comes around, stopping in your towering above Roland.
I mean, I know I'm going to fail, but you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
Cage made it. Alright, you're knocked to the ground prone as well. And he's going to attack Roland. With advantage.
Oh no.
And who is short now? It seems like not only you've offended him,
What the fuck?
you've offended his kind. He hits you for 30 slashing damage. Alright, the glow from Pavel's weapon vanishes.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, now we have to rely on me for vision. The goggles say to you, Pavel. And
I have light.
he's going to attack you again, Roland. Whoa! He hits you for another 36 points of slashing damage.
Oh my god.
I think he can almost literally not miss me. I think it's a 1 or a 2.
He pushes out,
I think
just
he doesn't have any more
sweeping,
attacks.
sweeping through, and then just trying to squash you with the greatsword. A scamp. And you feel like he's definitely gone for whoever has the least armor.
Yeah, there's more.
Or whoever seems to be the easiest to kill.
Brew has no armor.
This is true. I'm gonna cast.
I feel like he might go
light.
for you next, Brew.
You're also holding a
Good.
big fuck off sword, so I just have a guitar.
Let's do that.
Alright, point your finger at him, scamp, and this inky black beam hits him in the chest. And he fails. He starts coughing a little bit, and he's looking a bit. His flesh withers a little bit. The glow from it, red glow from his fiery eyes fades slightly.
And I'm gonna toss some Fey energy dice into Roland.
Thank you, scamp.
He yells at Roland, "Grovel to me, little creature! We rule your kind!"
You know you're going to die very soon, right? Oh, I love that gift.
Nice.
That's perfect.
Plus 5 temporary hit points.
I feel like that gift is so dirty.
Kinda is. Kinda.
I mean, sure.
Got it fairy dust from somewhere.
Ren, can you start for me
am
to
going to
stand
stand
up?
up.
This guy took the wind out of you with he just did a big sweeping backhand. Knocked you to the ground. And as that's happening, you grab onto his hand and you go for a ride. As he swings upwards, you hit him in the neck. You basically
Big damn.
ride his arm up to his neck. He jumps back and you do a bit of a backflip. Land back on the ground on your feet. And he's just like a fountain of blood just pissing out, streaming up to the roof. He's grabbing onto his neck. He's looking very badly hurt.
Disengage.
Not bad, not bad! You hear the drow commenting. Pavel.
Gonna grab my head after being freaking tossed around like a bowling pin. Get up. See that this hobgoblin's retreating. Use my thinking brain to realize they might call for backup. And from over here, put the pistol on my wrist and for better aiming and fire. At the hobgoblin over there.
You hit him. He looks like he's going for a door. Not too far away from him. No radiant damage, but 16 piercing. Hits him in the back and he never makes it to that door.
Nice.
Falls to the ground dead.
Then, after that's deal with, I look at this fire giant angrily and just let fire again.
Hit. You sink a bullet into his neck. He steps to the side, staggering around. He still doesn't drop. You hit him again. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Whoa. And you don't know what it is with these guys, but he impales his eye socket on that same stalagmite.
Oh, good lord. It's like there's a magnet in there. What the hell?
He could have gone anywhere else, but instead he chose to fall on the stalagmite.
Old camaraderie, okay.
Well, I guess so. I mean, but hell, I think that thing has 2 kills now.
Even the drow say, "Why would he do that? He could have fallen anywhere else."
Could have fallen on top of Roland and squished him.
Good job, guys. See you on the inside, perhaps. The drow start moving straight in as soon as you've cleared the way. They
Viables for us.
they pat Cage on the shoulder. You can hear them moving. They're not trying to hide from you guys, but they make
I'm
their way
going
up to this
invisible.
door. Okay.
I don't know about you guys, but
They don't waste any time as well. As soon as the last enemy drops, they're gone, and you see them go through this door and they close it behind themselves.
I don't know about you fellows, but that fucking hurt.
You took it like a champ. I do gotta say so myself, Roland.
Well, no. One more hit like that and I probably would have died.
Yeah, but did you see the size of that sword? That thing hit you like a fucking giant slab of metal. Yeah.
Thank you, Scamp. So,
There you go. That's all from me.
thank you, Darius.
I'm gonna use my Pearl of Power to regain a 3rd level spell slot as well.
I wasn't sure how this is gonna go. I know in our Storm King's Thunder campaign sub, 6 giants against like a level 10 party, but it's a very different party makeup, so I didn't know how it was gonna go.
You guys crushed them.
Yeah, we did good.
You did some good tanking there, Roland.
Yes,
Alright.
I did.
So yeah, there's a heap of scrap metal on the ground here. It looked like the hobgoblins were sorting through it when you just open the door, and there's like a couple of piles that they've collected. It looks like stuff they've taken from level 13. Now, there are 2 statues flanking these doors. You didn't really have time to take a good look at them, but now you do. They're of dwarves. Each one is atop this crumbling 2-foot tall stone block. But there is something strange about these statues. This one has pseudopods sprouting from its eye sockets, so its eyes are hanging off on tendrils. And this one is like half melted, like a slag. Kind of reminds you of those lava children. So anyway, you've taken care of them. There is a door that the drow went to the southeast. A 20-foot wide, 20-foot high hallway to the north. There are a number of sconces at an intersection, illuminating a very, very large pile of scrap iron. And a female fire giant glares at you all through a bucket helm, and that's about the only part of flesh you can see is her eyes. Other than that, she's completely armored. She doesn't make any move towards you. She just glares at you from the end of that hall. She seems to be guarding a set of 20-foot high stone doors.
That thing looks menacing. Is that even a female? Is that a male? What is that?
Pavel, that's rather rude. It's obviously a female fire giant.
I can't tell. So much armor.
Each tower shield is about 15 feet tall or higher.
That, Pavel, is pain waiting to happen. Let us avoid that fight if we can.
And she's huge as well. She's 20 feet tall and she's 20 feet wide.
Jesus.
Alright, so we know that our drow compatriots wanted to loot from the Lich's horde, and they went through that door there. So I would have to assume that the Lich might be that way. But then we also have a very large and probably very angry lady in our way up here. I really don't know which way to go.
Well, I see some halls up here. There's a hall. I don't know how far it goes.
Alright, you hear the fire giant dreadnought slam the shields down on the ground, and like she's bracing if you're coming her way. But she doesn't make any move towards you. There is a stone door set into the eastern wall, and the walls are all made of smooth stone. The ceilings are flat, 20-foot tall, and there's a hallway leading left, a hallway leading straight up ahead.
Roland, you think it'd be worth trying to at least discuss with the large fire giant woman holding shields?
If she were interested in talking, perhaps.
Discuss what?
Not killing us, maybe.
If
Attacking.
she's simply a sentry,
Right.
then she has no qualm with us coming by.
Well,
At least
I
in
mean,
this lower half.
well, I mean, she did just see us kill two of her kinsmen and, well, a whole gaggle of hobgoblins. Well, I know it's not actually a gaggle. What would be the plural, like, of a group of hobgoblins? I don't know.
Hobgoblin.
Oh,
It'd be a
maybe.
contingent, probably because they're militaristic.
I just call them
yeah.
hobbies.
I guess that's true. Anyway, is this the door that the hobgoblin was going for when Pavel shot him? Like,
Yes.
is there a dead hobgoblin, like, right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if he was going for that door, we would have to assume that there might be some of his friends on the other side. But they would have heard the fighting. You would.
Well, they're stone doors.
Ah.
You doubt that they would have heard anything. They might be able to hear you talking here, though. If you guys are trying to do that quietly, you'll need a group stealth check.
If we're trying to stealth, I've got pass without a trace.
I mean, I would say that we're probably I mean, Roland is not trying to talk real loud because the fire giant would be able to understand whatever he's saying, for sure.
Well, make a group stealth check for the conversation that you guys had here near the door. Good to keep your voices low. Okay, you're talking in whispers. Doesn't sound like, if there are hobgoblins on the other side of that door, that they heard you.
So down the hall, which there are doors here, or through that door.
Alright, well, we have the doorway here, doorway there. Because it doesn't really matter which one we go for.
I vote small door first.
I would also vote small door first. I presume the hobgoblin was maybe running for more hobgoblins, and I want to find the rest of the hobgoblins.
That would be my guess.
We could throw an explosive in there as we open the door.
Breach and clear.
Yeah.
Everybody ready? I'll open
out.
it stealthily, if possible.
Do you want to just crack the door open ever so slightly and take a look inside?
Yeah, sure. Have a little poke.
Make a stealth check, Brew. Another one.
Ooh.
It's not that quiet. As you peer in, you see hobgoblin. Another one. Hobgoblin, 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 hobgoblin.
It's a barracks.
Yeah. There is dozens of them. And most of them are kind of just sitting on beds. There are weapons hanging on hooks on the walls, shields resting on the walls. And the second you open the door, a hobgoblin just looks at you. What the hell? And he just yells, "To arms!"
Land shark.
They start to
I
gather
whistle.
their equipment and whatnot, jump off their bunks. And Roland, you're up first.
And
Wow, Roland, you really
15, 20.
ate your Wheaties this morning.
There's about 30
Yeah.
hobgoblins here.
Woo!
Fix this dynamic lighting so you can see a bit better.
Oh, well, and let's see, where was I? I was here. Let me get some corner snapping action going on here. Make sure I have good line of sight. Alright. Okay.
Nice.
I mean, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't I do that?
Stole my idea, Roland.
Yours is a little spicier than mine because of the DC is a little better, but
I think this
yeah,
will do.
I'll pull out my wand and I'll use one charge to cast.
You point your wand at all of these hobgoblins. They've barely gotten off their bunk beds when you've opened the door. You point the wand lights up, and nothing happens.
What?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens when you point the wand and cast a fireball into that room.
You keep saying these words. I don't think we know what they mean.
Did I feel like the spell release?
Yeah, it used the charge. You cast the spell.
Okay. Yeah. Did it feel like I got counterspelled?
If they did it without doing any
If they
somatic
did, they-
components.
Yeah.
They could be a
okay.
subtle sorcerer.
Fuck is going on here? Well, that sucks. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna back the fuck up. Man.
Scam.
I don't really have any big boom boom spells, so we're just going to toss a frostbite at the one hobgoblin up front here.
Okay. Cast Frostbite. And nothing happens.
Okay, back up as well, because that's bad.
Ren.
Okay. Step right over here. I'm gonna try to shoot at that hobgoblin.
You hit him. You put a bolt through his neck, killing him instantly. Brr. When you step there, Brew, Sun Death
Anti-magic in the room.
goes away. Your drift globe, it deactivates. All your magic items deactivate.
Let them come in the hall.
Your shield loses magic touch. Your gauntlets, you feel a little bit weaker. Your ring of protection goes away.
Wow. Okay. Well, since I'm here, I'll try to grapple this guy who's right in front.
Alright, so what's your usual strength?
16. So it would be one mod left. Less.
Alright, can you still move with your carrying capacity? Let's see. What's your...
Oh,
How much weight do you have?
I've got
I thought it was 18.
215. Yeah, maybe not. I've got 215.
Alright, you're still
The
good.
hell are you
Even with your
carrying?
reduced strength, you're still able to move. Alright, so
What am I carrying?
it's a -2 onto that, right? 25. Alright, you grab him.
Okay, and then I'll just step back.
Alright, when you step back, everything lights back up.
Anti-magic in the room.
Okay. Hey, did you guys see that? That's pretty neat.
We'll have to let them come
And-
out.
I think I'll. Should I stay right here? No, I guess. Sorry, I can't. That would be way too. Yeah, I'll stay right there, and yeah. But I guess like now that I've got this guy, I'll just punch him with the pommel of Sundeath here.
That hits. And you,
Oh, ignore the rage.
you smack him in the face, and he's still standing. Still conscious.
Um,
And that
yeah,
should be a
I'll
minus,
no, maybe I'll.
-1 as well, right? Oh no, you're in the... You're out of the thing. Are you dragging him around the
South
corner?
there. Yeah, I'll just drag him around the corner, and yeah, we'll just go there.
Pavel.
I'm gonna take out my longbow and aim at this one right here. All reliable.
Crit. You shoot him down.
The one next to him. Right there.
Miss.
Ooh.
That bounces off his armor.
Shoot him again. Ooh.
Miss.
Okay, and I said to let them through. Okay, and I'll stay there in a turn.
Darius.
Okay. I will step. Oh, this is weird. So I can't. I know the door is open, but I can't see anything down there.
You are human, right? It's pitch black. The hobgoblins, they use dark vision to get about.
Yeah, cool beans. Cool beans. I'll step here.
Everything deactivates. All of your magic items. Your wand of the war mage. Your shield, your cape, your whip. Your parry-out, your gloves. Everything deactivates.
Hey. That whip is still a good whip, and I will try and hit that hobgoblin just to my north.
It's a miss. And that hits him. You lash him with the whip. He's injured. He gets bloodied from that.
Sure, the one that's Brew's holding is going to take an opportunity attack, but I'll come around the corner.
Okay. Yeah, he's they've all grabbed a long sword at this stage, and he will swing it at you. Yes. Cage.
I am going to firebolt. I want nothing to do with that anti-magic area. So the one that Brew has.
That hits him. And
Thanks for holding the Brew.
it just catches on fire in Brew's hands.
Just keep ripping them out. That's all I got.
Alright, they start organizing their groups. Tell the captains, take some prisoners, get them, drag them in! And they just start yelling out orders in Goblinoid. And they seem very organized. This hobgoblin's going to run out and try and grab you, Darius. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. And he's going to grapple you.
Cool story.
And he's going to start dragging you into the room. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here come a barrage of arrows at you, Darius. They just... They absolutely unleash. Miss. 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 And miss. 2 more. That hits you.
The last one that hits me.
For 17 piercing.
The last one that hits me, as it hits my shoulder, I just pull up a finger. Like, motherfucker.
Alright, yeah, this one's like in your face and kicking you and stuff and giving the other ones an advantage. So you take 17 points of damage. A hobgoblin runs in at you, Darius, and tries to hit you with a longsword. And he misses you. Another hobgoblin runs up here, and he tries to grapple you. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. And you manage to free yourself from his grip. And 3 more hobgoblins move up, and they're going to fire at you, Darius. With their longbows. Miss, miss, and miss. And more start lining up. One's going to push through a door to the east, where there are more hobgoblins. Waiting here. 4 more hobgoblins. They start alerting each other and they open another door. And there are more hobgoblins. If you can, I don't think anyone can even see that, but you can hear hobgoblins yelling out and whatnot.
This reminds me of the drow on level 3, was it?
Archers start taking shots and spilling out, pulling back to another line. So I'm going to just do a heap of movement. They're firing as they're moving. But they're very organized hobgoblins. They're military strategists. Except for some few who are kind of dumb. Okay, so there's just a heap of movement and a heap of arrows fired, and I'm guessing those arrows are all going to be at Darius for the most part, except for these ones.
Yeah.
These are at you, Brew. And that hits for 10 damage. Here comes another one. Miss. And another one. That misses you due to cover. Another arrow misses you. And then here comes 12 arrows your way, Darius. There's like over 30 hobgoblins here. It's an absolute mess. Miss, 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 miss. So you guys are seeing arrows just raining onto the floor here. And there's 6 more coming your way, Darius. Luckily you're heavily armored. That one crits you. That one you're going to feel. That hits you for 23 points of damage.
I'll just cancel the crit.
Show me the ability. Just want to check the range of it. Should be good.
All of the creatures within 30 feet of me that I'm canceling it on. I'm canceling it on myself, so it doesn't matter.
Can you just show me the ability? Okay. Alright, it works. So you bring that damage down to 8. And some more arrows coming your way. Use your reaction for that. Alright, a heap more arrows come firing your way, and they will miss you due to cover. And sounds like there's more hobgoblins that have been alerted now. Roland, you're up.
Yeah, I mean, with that anti-magic really kind of fucks up any kind of thing I would usually do. So what I'm gonna do, kind of far away. I'm going to cast Firebolt at. I'm gonna move up a little bit. Which one is holding Darius? Is it this one?
This guy. Yeah, just that one.
Okay.
He's in the room though.
Fuck.
We have one target.
Yep, I'm gonna shoot at the one target.
That hits him. That scorches a hobgoblin very badly, almost killing him.
That didn't kill him. Of course, I'm low. There's no point in doing a bonus action now, so I'm gonna back up and send it my turn.
Scam.
I'm gonna frostbite this boy that's outside the door.
And he collapses to the ground. There's some conversating going on in Goblinoid. It's too far away for you to understand, Roland. There are some orders being kind of barked with all the cacophony of voices here. You don't really get anything, and one of them's yelling out orders basically. And just gonna check something here. Ren.
Okay. I am going to shoot at the hobgoblin holding Darius.
It's a miss. The bolt hits his chainmail. Brew.
Right. Step forward here.
We need to get them out into the hall.
Well, there sure are a lot of you. Why don't you come out here and fight like warriors?
Ha 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 ha. Why don't you come in here, brave man?
Well, I just might do that.
We're not foolish.
But
We'll take our
First-
advantage.
Bonus action to rage. Swing at the one holding Dario.
When you swing, the blade deactivates on impact, and it actually misses him. That hits him. And you just stab a hole straight through his chest. He releases Darius.
And I'm gonna move.
The hobgoblin will attack you. And he hits you for a grand total of 1 damage.
Thank you.
Pavel.
Gonna shoot this one right here.
You hit him. And it's not enough to kill him.
I'm gonna hit the one behind him.
Miss.
Damn. Gonna aim and try to shoot him again. Oh, wait, sorry about that. My bad.
Why aren't you taking one out?
It's a miss. Oh no, you got sharpshooter? That hits. You ignore cover. You find a gap.
Which
A
one?
slight gap.
This one 17?
Yeah, 17 hits him. And you headshot him. Hits him in the eye socket, killing him instantly.
I do things according to the plan. My brain's plan.
Darius.
I have a quick question. Seb. Is the door like swing in towards them or swing out towards us?
Swing out towards you.
So if I had cleared the door, I could shut it.
You can close the door if you want. You have a feeling they'll just open it straight back up.
Well, I will bonus action designate the one directly in front of me as a planar enemy. And then try and whip him.
Miss. And a miss. He just turns and they're very expert at using their armor. Interpose his armor to block your attacks.
That's fair. Yeah, he can take his attack. I'll take a couple steps back. Kind of doing the whole, like, bring it on, motherfucker.
Doesn't attack you. He's already attacking Brew when this happens.
That's right.
And the room is pitch black when you look in there, Darius. Cage.
So I'm gonna block the door with a wall of fire. Just gonna put it You guys can't see that. Just gonna put it right.
All right, the wall
I can
is.
do it up to 6.
Yep, can be up to 60 feet. It's opaque, so they can't see through it, but they'll still be able to shoot through it. And how?
I'm just gonna do it 4 squares.
Okay. 4 squares.
I am going to step back into the shadows.
Do you want like that, or
Oh, sorry, I did. So there's.
like that?
So this is the door, right?
Yeah, door's 2 squares.
So then just white extra square on both sides of it. Just blocking the door.
Okay. All right. Which way do you want the heat going?
Towards them.
Okay. All right. Let's
So I'll tell
concentrate
everyone I can
shooting.
drop that anytime.
All right. They can't see through it, but they can still sure shoot through it at you, Cage. Keep that in mind.
Oops, sorry. End of turn.
All right. They're being rallied. You can hear militaristic shouting from hobgoblins. Okay. Hobgoblins' turns. And alright, they're gonna just fire through this wall of fire. Mostly. It's not going to affect the arrows. But it will prevent some from maybe having advantage if you can't see them. Obviously, the fire is not affecting them, this guy, because of the wall of and the anti-magic. So, here comes some arrows. This guy's just going to push through the wall of fire. He's going to make a dexterity save, and he tries his luck, but he comes out a smoldering corpse. The others are not so foolish, and they can hear Pavel, so they're going to start firing at him. So you know what? Another one. No, they won't try that. They know they're going to get burned. Oh, they'll just start firing arrows at Pavel. Advantage and disadvantage. You can't see each other. Miss. 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 So you just see a heap of arrows just fired through the wall of fire. One of them hits you for 8 piercing. And here's another arrow. And another one. And another one. And another one. They're all fired at you, Pavel. Only one of them gets you. The rest of them just hit the wall. Brew. Here comes some arrows at you. 4, in fact. A group of hobgoblins forming an archery line to the north of this room. They all miss you. And oh, what's going on with my mouse? It's messing up. Whoa. For some reason okay, I fixed it. I hit the alt button accidentally. And I just got to work out line of sight now. Just got to take some measurements. You know what? I think you guys are mostly good. Pull back! They're going to close the door. One of them runs up and closes the door. We hear that. Rolling.
I mean, just keep my head on a swivel, and if I see I'm gonna hold a firebolt for if I see a hobgoblin in range, not in that room. Which I wouldn't be able to see in the room anyway, because the fire wall, but
Okay.
something that's not an anti-magic, hopefully.
Scan.
I am going to hold a frostbite for any hobgoblin or hobgoblin apparent allies that comes into firing range and is not in what is known to be the anti-magic.
Okay. Another captain seems to be yelling out some orders and whatnot. Ren.
I am going to go invisible.
You move up, you can see this this wall of fire. You hear the door slam close behind the wall.
I'll just stay right there.
Brew.
Come on here and fuck. Move up here, kick the door open.
Make a dexterity save. You move into the wall of fire. Alright, you take the full brunt of that. 5d6 fire damage.
What?
5d8 fire damage. I'll roll it.
Ooh.
Right, you hit
Why
for
did
20
you do
fire
that?
damage. Now you open the door
crazy, that's
and
what
you are just barraged with arrows the second you open that door, Brew. A heap of hobgoblins are just had their arrows knocked, ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 arrows. They have plus 1d4 on this, so I'll roll that if needed. It's a miss. And a miss. And a miss. It's just a volley. That arrow 21 hits you for 1 piercing damage. And here's another arrow. 21 hits you for 3 piercing damage. And they're still coming. 19 hits you. That'll miss you. You've got half cover against that one. Here comes some more. Their archers are all ready for you. Someone open that door. They let loose when that happens. That one will hit you for 4 piercing damage.
Can they see through the wall of fire?
You wouldn't imagine so. It's when Brew steps into the room, opens the door. And that hits you for 3 piercing damage, Brew. And that was it for now. Continue.
You guys should learn to fight tactically. And I'm moving here.
And when you step in, you're shot 4 more times by these guys. And they have a plus 1d4 if they hit you. Right, that hits you for 7 points of piercing damage. They have martial advantage now. Another longbow shot. 20 is a hit. So you take another 8 points of piercing damage. Here comes another arrow. That's a 19. That hits you for 6 piercing damage. And here comes a 4th arrow. And that misses you. And that's it. For now.
Alright. Swing at the one right in front of me here.
It's a crit. Sun Death also goes away, so you're left in pitch blackness. You'll actually be at disadvantage now, Brew. I just realized all those attacks should have been at advantage too. because you're blinded. You don't have any way to see
Right.
in here. So, let me just see if any more of those attacks were going to hit you. From the last 4 only. There's a crit. And that was it. So, here comes one crit. It was 7 plus 10 plus 10. So 27. So another 13 points of damage. And then your 14 misses when you swing at that hobgoblin.
Alright. Well, how about this? I'm gonna step back to the door and spike it open. Can I interact? Can I take out a hammer and...
an action to do that? That would definitely be an action.
Oh yeah, I know.
You can take the python out with an interactive object.
Sure. I'll take the python out and smack this hobgoblin.
Okay. You'll be at disadvantage. You actually hit him. And you just hear a loud crunch as you smack him over the head and he collapses to the ground. You got him.
Okay. Step back. Wherever I need to be to spike the door next round, I guess.
Within 5 feet of it. So that square or any square next to it.
Is it safe to go there?
You can't take the damage from the wall of fire again.
Okay.
But yeah. You you'll take it at the start of your next turn though. No, sorry. You'll take it now if you end your turn there.
Don't do it, bro.
Do it? Is that what you're saying? It's worth it?
When it enters the wall for the
No,
first time on a turn,
don't
or
do
ends
it.
its turn there. So yeah, you'll take damage again if you just end your turn in the wall.
Alright, I will not. I'll end it there in the doorway.
Okay.
And
I don't think this wall did what I was hoping it was going to do.
I'll be a human python for now.
Yeah, the heat's just not affecting anything on this side because of the anti-magic. Pavel.
Question. Can I light a torch with this fire here?
No, it doesn't affect objects. It doesn't burn anything. It doesn't scorch the ground. It doesn't even emanate any heat from this side at all.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at Darius and just say like, I'm sorry for what I'm doing stupid, and I'm using trap dodge to take out my first of all, drop longbow, take out a torch, light it as an action with tinderbox and flint and steel, and have some good old-fashioned light.
You're lighting up a torch.
Yes.
Okay. You can light a torch with an interactive object.
Ooh, okay. Then as my action, I'm gonna take out a shield and equip a shield on.
Okay.
And then, why I said something stupid,
You know,
jump through the fire.
Make a dexterity save or roll the damage.
Why?
Damage to my
Why?
party.
Not sure. And you're gonna get
Oh,
hit.
wow.
You're gonna get shot there too. The second you enter Pavel, there are still archers that haven't had a clean shot
That's
yet.
fine.
Alright.
I say we just shut the door behind them and let the archers have them.
You take 23 fire damage, and then an arrow just is shot at you from the darkness. This has advantage. There are like a heap of hobgoblins in a far room, and luckily your shield protects you from that, so you're good. Let me just fix the thing a little bit. You're good. The shield, it does its job.
I'm gonna look at Brew and just say, let's fuck shit up!
And one more arrow now, Pavel. At advantage.
That's fine.
Miss.
And then I'll end my turn here.
You see, it's just hobgoblins everywhere. There are like mostly archers. There's a big firing line of them. They're yelling out orders. They're very organized. Darius.
Completely and utterly just jaw dropped moment as he just, tactically speaking, thinks Brew and Pavel are idiots.
That's okay, they are.
I will. We'll come
Just,
here.
if you can't beat him, join him. Jump in the wall of fire, Darius. Come on.
I'm not that level stupid.
4 of the party are useless in that room. Actually, 5 of the party are useless in that room.
Question though, the wall of fire is
It's opaque,
see-through.
so yeah, you can't see through it. Things can go through it, and you know where creatures are because of noise. You know creatures' location. You can't see through the wall. You can hear through it. Objects can pass through it freely.
Going to hold an action, pulling out a hand axe to throw at this hobgoblin and yell out to Cage, "Drop the damn wall!"
On it.
Okay. And I'm presuming the condition is if he drops a damn wall, you're going to throw it.
Yeah.
15, 30. Then I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to cast darkness on myself, which
Okay.
will drop the wall.
Alright. Cast darkness. And did you want to do it like on an object, a shield or something? Or whatever you got?
Yeah, I'll do it on my medallion on my neck.
Medallion. Okay. Alright, emanates darkness. And the
Wall
wall
will
fire
drop for this concentration.
drops. And you can see clearly through the darkness, so anyone trying to shoot you will have disadvantage. Alright, a hand axe hits from Darius. And it catches the hobgoblin, not enough to clean him up, but he's hurt. Another hobgoblin is just yelling out orders. Remember our training! Phalanx formations! Draw them in! Show no mercy! Gobbly doo! Gobbly gobbly doo doo! Gobbly doo doo! They yell out.
Brew and Pravel, you hear them, go on in.
That actually means
Already in there.
fight for honor and glory in Hobgoblin. But to you guys, it's gobbly gobbly doo doo! Goody goo goo! Alright. There's just such unison of these hobgoblins. They're like clockwork. They reach into their quivers. They draw arrows. You hear the bowstrings being pulled back on. And they loose almost at the same time. But they've got more strategy than that. I've got to take off like 100 reaction markers, so bear with me for a second. Some of them are going to push forward, drawing long swords and swipe to get a martial advantage. To try and goad you all and be more effective. One of them runs at Brew and attacks. He misses. One of them runs at Pavel and attacks. And he's going to push behind Pavel. He's going to swing with his longsword. And he misses. 4 archers fire at you to the north, Pavel. Miss. That hits you.
Ooh.
It's a crit. They're very dangerous hobgoblins in large numbers. You hit for 20 points of damage.
Fuck it.
Here
Crit.
comes another arrow. From a single arrow, 20 points of damage. That misses. And these ones fire at you too, Pavel. Miss. And a miss. And a miss. and a miss. And that hits you for 12 points of damage. Another arrow misses you. Alright, Brew. We've got 5 arrows initially coming your way. You've got half cover. Miss. 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 Oh wait, they've got a plus D4 onto these. So, well, the other ones are supposed to have a D4 too.
Oh.
So let me just roll a couple that might have hit you first, Pavel.
Okay.
So that would have been a 21 that would have hit you, and a 21 that would have hit you. So you take 14 plus, this is for you, Pavel, plus 22.
So 14 plus 22, it's
Yeah.
30.
36 points of damage.
Fuck.
Alright, so then the other arrows are fired at you, Bruce, so there's 3 of them. And 23 hits, 22 hits, and 23 hits. So Brew, you're hit for, let me calculate this damage, but it's not going to be nice for you guys standing where you are, all these arrows. So the first one hits you for 6 damage, Brew. The second one hits you for 7, and the third one hits you for 8. And there's 2 more arrows coming your way, Brew. And these are just the ones that don't have advantage. That's another crit.
I'll cancel that crit.
Okay.
Oh,
You've used your reaction.
Never mind.
Alright, so Brew, that's another 10 points of damage. Alright, more hobgoblins run by, firing at you, Brew. And these ones, you won't see them, so they're going to have advantage because they're in the darkness in the back room. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 arrows coming your way, Brew. That hits for 4 damage. Next arrow hits for 6 damage. Third arrow, miss. Fourth arrow is a crit.
Fuck.
For 12 damage. And here comes some more arrows.
Fuck.
It's another crit.
I don't know what y'all expected by running into the room.
I don't either.
That crit does so 21 plus 12. That's 33. So that crit alone is 15 damage. And there's more arrows. That
Say
was,
we leave them to their stupidity.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there's a few more arrows coming your way, Brew. That's going to hit you for 3 damage. That's going to miss, and that's going to miss. That's it for the hobgoblin's turn.
Holy shit. Can't believe Brew is still up. Roland is gonna yell at Brew and Pavel. Get the fuck out of the room! We cannot help you while you're in there. And somebody shut the damn door.
It was shut until these idiots opened it.
We have to fight tactically. They have to come to us. And I can't do anything but hold another action. Because I would power cord for them, but that is magical. So it wouldn't help. It wouldn't reach them in the room.
Don't roll, just grab a dagger and jump in there.
I don't have a dagger.
Buy one.
I literally have.
Go to the shop, buy one, come back, and jump in there.
I can give you a dagger, but you know, I wouldn't
Roland does
recommend
not
one in there.
want. Roland does not want a dagger, and he
What are
would
you talking
not.
about, Roland? We've all seen what you can do with that
well,
guitar.
Guys are gonna start dropping
Awesome.
their numbers
Dagger.
because it's gonna turn ugly real quick.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll yell that. I'll hold an action to hit a hobgoblin that is within range. I can see and all that good stuff, and
Scamp.
So Scamp will also be yelling at them to get out of the room, echoing Roland. I can't heal you in there. My teleports are magical. You guys need to get out. And I will also hold an action to hit a hobgoblin that is not in the magical field. With
Okay. There are goblins yelling out orders. They seem to be captains because they're yelling out precise militaristic orders, and they're doing all that from behind some level of cover. Ren.
I'm actually going to encourage their stupidity. I mean, they seem to want to do it. No. And I'm dashing. Coming right down over here.
Brew.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and shout, Fury of Tempest. Fire you all. And shoot up a zealous presence.
Alright, everyone within 60 feet of Brew. I think everyone can hear that. Yep. Even Ren at the back. So everyone can have advantage on attack rolls and saving throws for 1 round.
And then I'm going to attempt to grapple the one to the side.
Let's see what happens. You grab him. He's grappled.
And the one to the north.
He escapes your grip.
I'm raging.
Oh yeah, 30. He does not escape your grip.
And drag him back.
Alright, you drag him behind you, and those that had ready actions can use them now.
Yeah, whichever one I would have seen first.
Pick a target.
That would have been.
Either one.
Yeah, I'll go for the one. I'll go for the one that's uninjured.
Okay, that's a hit. And he's injured now. Injured to death.
oh, I'll go for the other one.
And he breaks apart in Brew's hands, completely sheathed in ice.
Nice. Okay, that's me.
Havel.
God damn it, bro! I needed the damn python. As I see him go back, and bonus action second wind first of all. Fuck, that's such a shitty roll. Second, yeah, I'm gonna go out. Don't worry. This is a bed, right? Let's say it's made of, I don't know, cloth, maybe something burnable. You would say.
Yeah.
I would
Just
like to
shut the
burn it.
damn door
No,
and
a
get out.
torch is not going to do
Let
that.
me do my thing.
You're gonna need oil or something.
Is that gonna do
Or
it?
you could, I mean, you could throw the torch on there, but holding a torch up to it for a couple of seconds, it's not going to catch it on fire. If you had oil, it would ignite very quickly. You could attack if you use your action. Then yes, you could attack the bed basically.
I will attack the bed
Okay.
with a torch.
Alright, it's an improvised weapon attack.
So just strength check, I guess, or dexterity. Well, they're both the same.
It's strength.
Okay. And
You have
attacking the bed.
advantage. Alright, you hit the bed, and you do 1 point of damage to the bed, and the bed will catch on fire.
can I hit this bed too?
Sure.
Because I have 2 other attacks.
Yeah. That hits
You're
that
killing
bed.
those beds. You're all over those beds.
You smash that bed, and the hobgoblins are looking like, what the fuck is he doing? And you are spreading a little bit of fire around.
Can we just give them to the
Hey,
hobgoblin?
we're
And
here!
then this one right here.
Are you right in the
this
head?
one right there.
We're your enemy, not the beds.
Damn.
I think he's got something emotional with the beds. 11.
Is that the third one hit?
Yeah, that hits. 11 hits.
And is it possible finally to throw a last one, like throw the torch over here or no?
Yeah, you can do that. Toss
I'll
it
throw
over
a torch right over there.
Okay. Let me just change the
All
light.
the way out of the room, Pavel.
When you step out,
Yeah.
now I have to be activated again. It was the first piece I've ever had. The goggles start speaking immediately. You feel like the goggles were whining the entire time, but you only just heard it now when it comes out of the anti-magic field.
I'm gonna shut the door.
There should be light there.
Okay.
And
Shut
as soon as the door shut, which, because I'm assuming that's gonna be an interact with object.
Yeah, you pull the door closed.
What are the walls made out of?
Stone. Everything in Undermountain is stone.
Cool. I'm stone shaping the door closed.
About
Essentially
that,
just the edge.
when you
Are you
cast stone shape on the door,
No, I'm doing the walls kind of like around it so it doesn't open anymore.
okay, you do it
You
on,
say open
on
down.
the wall. You can, you
Yeah.
can make like a 5-foot section of it. You hear a cackle. Sounds like Hallister. And then you hear a disembodied female voice. This all happens within a matter of a few seconds. You can't change the Mad Mage's dungeon. It does not work. It's like a disembodied female voice that you hear in your head. And it's an invalid target. The spell fails. You don't lose your spell slot, but it does take your action.
Well, it was a good idea while I had it.
And
It
Undermountain
is.
like invalidates so many spells.
You cannot use magic to
I'm running blind.
alter Hallister's dungeon.
Because I shit.
Cage.
I'm just gonna dash. Whoops. What was that? 15, 25, so that's 40. 60. And I'll let go of my darkness. Well, actually, is his sword activated?
It's
No.
not. No.
It's on the ground, actually.
I'll just let go of my darkness.
Okay.
That's all I got. Sorry.
Okay.
I was forget to do it.
Alright. Looks like it's time for a regroup. I'm going to break initiative. And we'll wrap it up here for
It's time
tonight.
for a healing.
Well,
Right before, like as we're walking away, I'm just gonna haul up to Brew and Pavel at the same time and just like open hand, just slap them both across the face. Just the fuck were you thinking?
It'd probably
It's
take
not like
me
you guys are
down.
gonna do fucking anything without a fucking anti-magic field.
Well, that's-
excuse me? Don't talk to us that way.
I mean, that's why we were saying to close the door and make them come to us.
Well, they're not. They have a tactical advantage in the situation.
Well, then that
Pavel.
means we.
So
would
we
retreat.
have to not blindly, stupidly go into their tactical advantage?
Pavel, the
Only you and Brew could do anything in that room.
no, it's a more important fact. They're the only ones that were willing to risk entire bodily harm for a fool's errand.
Alright, we'll pick it up here next week. Perhaps
Alrighty.
we'll need a different plan. The hobgoblins,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very
Man,
tactical.
that fucking anti-magic.
You could not imagine any reason why they would step out of the anti-magic field to
Oh
face
no, there's. Yeah, they would be absolutely
Definitely.
stupid to do that.
you. But who knows?
But if they're not going to step out and we're not going to step in, then they're essentially a non-threat.
We'll see.
So-
See what happens. Maybe they'll get some. Maybe they'll rally their troops. The rest of their troops. I'll see you guys next week. Good night, everyone.
We'll start fireball.
Later.
Sounds good.
Bye bye.
Thanks a lot, everyone.